guys let this guy get away with this, you're fired or you're suspended. Exactly.
Imagine the CO that trusts the top 5. It's like, yo, I'm gonna give you this phone, but don't say
nothing.
Yo, I got you on. Don't say anything. And yo, the COs are treating me blessed.
I'm eating hamburgers.
Cease and desist.
They're bullying the bully.
That's what it seems like.
Cardi's out. Let's go.
Oh man.
What are you doing?
getting
Science.
360.
It's kind of like in North Korea. That's more crazy, right?
Yeah.
They're not really gonna say how they feel about bro until bro's gone.
Yeah, real talk.
So you guys are trying to tell me that Drake is the Kim Jong-il of the music industry? What the hell, man? And with all due respect to Ak, I just don't think Ak is a great streamer, not the greatest interviewer.
Yeah,
respectfully, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be the best interviewer for
I like
him.
that interview.
You know, I just realized why I get in trouble all the time. I don't know how to shut the hell up, bro.
But it's like, I'm in my own world. I'm no way. You know? Like,
We love hip hop.
Yeah. But if he took the plea, why did my mic sound like that? If he took the plea, he'd be over here with us.
I feel like he's gonna be over here with us regardless.
You think they would have dipped him anyway? Because remember, that's what he was trying to avoid, is getting dipped.
Yeah, but I feel
Yes.
like, okay, now he's convicted. You know what I mean? So he is a felon. If they want to, they can just say, yeah, we don't want you.
Yeah.
can they extradite him after his sentence? Is he going to be extradited to Canada?
Well, that's part of the arrangements, right? If once his sentence is done, he's also going to get deported. But what he was trying to avoid, he was trying to win the case so that he wouldn't get deported and he'd be able to also not go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's going to get both. That conversation that we were just having
About
artists or the scene moving on quickly, I
Yeah.
have it as a topic.
okay, perfect.
The media moved on quickly from top 5.
Facts.
We're talking about him now, obviously, right? And being media, but when's the last time you heard anything about anybody trying to get an update, reminiscing? Yo, remember when 5 used to do this? Like,
No,
out of sight, out of mind.
literally.
Yeah, even in that kind of video essay I did on top 5, it's not even getting any traction anymore. Like at first it was
That's
like,
crazy.
boom, 8,000 views, whatever, in this many days. Now it's like, it's dead. So I guess, like you said, the Toronto audience's attention span is so quick. And then there's just going to be another controversy within a week or less.
Yeah.
So now people are more moved on to that. We know what people are talking about now.
But I feel
Yeah.
like also, if you're not doing anything sustainable or like with substance, if you're doing this like McDonald's fast food content, then like, yeah, we're gonna move on from you quickly. You didn't really give us anything of value to like cherish and say, yeah, we're gonna wait. Like we were saying with Tory,
Yes.
his fans are waiting 5 years, 10 years, however long it takes. You know what I mean? Like
They don't even have to wait. He's giving them music from behind bars.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And 5 did that when he was away the first time. Like he kept his name buzzing, like whether it's through like him being on the run and still being on social media.
Yeah.
But like even when they finally locked him up and extradited him over to Toronto, he was like still relevant.
Yeah.
He, whether it's making phone calls to myself, he dropped a whole album.
Yeah.
He put out a music video. I understand like this is fresh. Like he doesn't have time to like start configuring what his plans are. But like as far as the media saying, yo, what's going on with top 5? Like nobody's saying shit, bro. It's crickets.
Do you feel like because when he was out, he didn't seize that opportunity to release music, and that's why people might be over it because they're like, okay, you had your freedom. They were waiting on a track. Like everyone was like, okay, what's top 5 gonna drop next?
Yeah.
And he didn't drop anything, and now he's back. So maybe the audience is less patient with him now than they might have been during his first sentence.
Possibly. I don't
Or
know,
not
man. I'm
sentence,
asking you guys. Like, or yeah.
He wasn't
arrest.
sentenced. Yeah, his arrest. Yeah.
I'm asking you guys because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, it doesn't have the same amount of traction as the first time. I get it. Let me reiterate. I understand the first time you went on the run, that's viral. You know what I'm saying? This is like, they just locked him up. There's nothing viral about that part.
Because I feel
You know what
like
I'm
this time people are kind of over it. They're like, come on, bro. You just got out, now you're in the beginning. Although I'm not sure how long he's gonna be in there. Because based off like what I heard, The cases like they found like a weapon, but it was in like a public place. There's a lot of people there, so there is a possibility that somebody could kind of like hold that, take one for the team. But Toronto's mad stingy. Toronto's mad bad mind. So I don't know, you know what I mean. But the GG's move calculated, so hopefully they can get that figured out.
Hold on. Let's unpack that for a second, because from when we reported a few weeks ago, there was an investigation, and they said they found a firearm in a place in Markham. You're saying that place was more of a public place rather than like a private condo or apartment type shit?
Yeah, based off what I heard.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like his spot. It wasn't his residence or anything, So there is like that kind of like reasonable doubt that they could paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's gives a little bit more clarity, fam.
100%.
If it's like, oh, there's bare people in here, like you're gonna put the burner on me?
No, exactly.
Mm-hmm. It could be the case where they came into an area and someone had a firearm and now everyone's getting charged and they just want to loosely tie it to Top 5 because he's already known to police. He already has a profile. Maybe they feel like they can build a case.
And maybe that's why they're kind of being quiet. They're just trying to like deal with this quickly and then like get back to it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
100%. But
so is he home?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Hold on. Because I'm saying, I'm like, silence is sometimes it might be not, Top 5, he's like locked away and he's gone. It might be like man's came home and they're just like staying low.
Yeah.
Like advice from the lawyer could be, I don't know.
That could be interesting. That would be crazy.
If he's actually just home watching this right now.
Bro, if I was in his position, right? Which God forbid.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, if I'm in so high profile and all these eyes are on me, and now I do get arrested for something, I'm not gonna come home and let everybody know again, like how I did last time.
Exactly.
Like, unless he's actually crazy. Because if you do the same thing over and over again, that's the signs of a crazy person, right?
Yeah.
So if he comes home and he's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm home," like, bro, you're gonna get locked up again, like in 10 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm him, come home and just be like low, like nobody. I didn't even announce that shit.
Yes.
He's in Australia right now, just
opening up for the boy. But I think when you get arrested multiple times, maybe initially there's a shock value that can help your brand image.
Yes.
But once it's repeated and it happens over and over, you lose that shock value. And now I feel like the audience is not as engaged.
They're over it.
But at the end of the day, a good song will change people's minds. Like everyone is one song away from getting the approval. Even Drake, who's going through it right now, if he dropped like a banger song, or if this album with PND hits and there's hits on it and people want to actually listen to it, I'm not saying they're going to forget about his issues, but they'll push it to the side for music.
They'll move on.
I'm also thinking about American rappers as well, like Lil Durk. I haven't really heard many updates from his situation.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty, like, people kind of forgot about him, but I feel like he's going to be out. He is going to be out within the next year or two.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if he drops a banger, like you said, Zara, he's going to be right back where he was, especially since so many street rappers are gone.
Yeah. You know what happens with Pooh Shiesty? Every once in a while, he'll do a post, one of those long Instagram posts, and everybody's like, "Yo, free Pooh, man.
Okay.
Yo, remember he had that song?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess, and listen, it's very early. Maybe he has to settle in, and then he can get on the gram.
Yeah.
Another thing before we get on to this pod, it's not going to be as easy to be like, "Yo, I'm on social media again."
Yeah.
Because, bro, he bragged so much when he touched road about how he had access to social media. Guards were giving him laptops and phones and all that. So that when you go back, they're going to be like, "Bro, you made us look crazy.
Facts.
You ain't getting shit."
Facts.
A phone can't even be on your range, farthest more in your cell.
You think they're going to increase his surveillance?
What? Bro, you made us look wild. You posted the video of the laptop in your cell.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So that means the guardies let that happen.
Exactly.
They can go back, backtrack the time, see who was on at what time or whatever around that time, who was on shift, and be like, "You guys let this guy get away with this? You're fired or you're suspended."
Exactly.
Imagine the CO that trusted Top 5. It's like, "Yo, I'm going to give you this phone, but don't say anything.
Don't say nothing.
Yo, I got you on. Don't say anything." And yo, the COs are treating me blessed.
I'm eating hamburgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and this is not just like social media pages, news. This is shit that I'm catching off of CP24 and City TV. They're like,
Oh, wow.
oh, look how Hassan is talking about having his laptop in his cell and he's talked about eating hamburgers. I'm like, yo, what's this white lady have all this information? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
this is mainstream news shit. So it's getting back to the Guardies, man.
But I feel like there's just this unspoken understanding that Guardies or COs or whoever are making additional income on the side by assisting inmates in, you know, importing phones or whatever. Like, that's just understood. I'm sure the people who run the jails, I'm sure like, you don't think they know this stuff? Like, it's probably just part of the game.
It's one thing to know it, but like when you get caught, it's like, all right.
We can't turn the blind eye anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, not just when you get caught. It's one thing to know it, but then when people go and announce it to their 250,000 followers and millions of viewers, it's like, bro, I thought we had a deal.
No, exactly.
A lot of companies will do that, though. They'll openly break rules until they're called out, and then now they're going to tighten down on the rules. They'll be like, since we haven't been following compliance with in regards to subsection 873 or whatever, we will now have to ensure that COs are checked every time they enter a you know, something like that.
Some bullshit, because you know what is going to end up really happening is, let's say it was, and I don't know the prices, let's say it was a rack or 2 racks to get a phone.
Now it's 5.
4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? You got the block hot, bro. Now it's 4 or 5 to get the phone in.
There are more mans to break off now.
Yeah.
It's funny because I used to crush the Shotty, right? And like, she had a man in the bin.
We'll examine that part in a second. Keep going.
And it's like, I used to like call and like I just have to like be quiet, like, you know, like a good little boy. But you know, there was times where she would get like the mini. I didn't even know this existed. There's like mini iPhones and like mini Androids. Like, can you see how this is? It'll be like 1/8 of this size, bro. And then she would like wrap it in like a book and pure notes. She'd wrap it crazy. And then I don't know how, but she was getting it in the bin and stuff.
Hoopers.
And I don't know. It was like she was mailing it in. So it was in like some fat package.
That's crazy.
So I'm just like, yo, the way how they're getting the stuff in, they're making bank off that, bro.
Yeah, it's not all getting hooped, I guess.
Yeah, and we do benefit from Canada's lax attitude towards like criminality, but if you're running a country, that just makes you look bad. Like, you don't have your country in order. You don't even have your jails in order.
Yeah.
Mans are out here making music videos. Like, imagine you were a country and the next country comes to you. It's like, bro, your jails are weak, bro. I just seen a music video I just talked to someone in there. Like,
and the song's kind of hard too, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have one quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
If you're a Drake, are you paying for top 5 lawyers again?
Woo! Hold on, sound effects, please.
After he made it out the scene, went on a whole like tour saying that he's your spinny, he's your shooter, he's bunning skin.
So I'll answer it in 2 ways. My real answer and my political answer. My political answer is yes, but I ain't gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna tell him, shut up. Don't tell anybody this again. But my real answer, my Friday Ricky Dread, if that's me, hell no. What? I gave you 100+ racks and then you're already gone, fam? And you want more? Run up, my youth.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you have to understand that it depends on what Drake benefits from the top 5 relationship. There has to be something in it for him. He's not just, unless this is a charity case and he's like, yeah, whatever you want out of loyalty, you always rock with me, I rock with you, you know, the 6, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what Drake benefits from this top 5 relationship. Someone comment down below. Maybe there's like some sort of like protection or, okay, if mans are sliding, I'm gonna call this. I don't know.
And then when Zara says comment down below, not Julian.
Everybody but Julian.
You've been doing enough online. I see your page, bro.
Wait, is Julian having a field day with this?
What?
I mean, I just thought he put the voodoo curse out and that was it.
Go on his page every once in a while and go see what he's up to, bro. If anybody might be responsible for this guy being in jail, and I'm not trying to put it on anybody, but he ain't helping, bro.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say is like, I 100% believe that WAC 100 did not have anything to do with top 5 getting locked up.
I believe that too. But the Julian guy I've seen some videos and some screenshots and all types of stuff that he's been posting too.
Yeah.
He's got the block scorching. Him? He's dangerous, bro.
But he always seemed like a crash show, like a huge liability. I've only seen a few of his live streams.
Like you're saying, always seem like the man's been around from time. Like we've known about him for a month.
We literally learned about him from the GG
Exactly.
Top 5.
And Drake. He said some shit about Drake too,
Yeah.
bro. He's leaked messages and stuff. Like, I don't know if they're true. And I'm just like, what am I seeing, bro? But he's not getting a lot of attention.
There's certain personalities where it's like, hey, we've seen this archetype before, you know?
I'd imagine though, if someone stole hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry or cash from me, you'd probably be amped that they're in jail. Like, you know, like especially,
Bro.
it's not like Julian's gonna slide.
That's true.
He's still going, fam. And listen, I'm not trying to bring up no shit, but I just advise if anybody wants to go and really see where there's a problem, go check on his page, bro. It's nasty.
Damn.
What's next, man? What's next for 5?
Oh man, who knows, man? But I guess we what are we 13 minutes or 14 minutes in? We kept his name alive, whether people like that part or not. Because some people are like, yo, why you keep on talking about this top 5, man? Yo, everybody was all happy when he was home,
Exactly.
right? They were benefiting off the clout. Yo, top 5, all these Toronto rappers, like Toronto's back up. He's gone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But there is someone who's holding the city on his shoulders right now.
Who?
Sav 4X.
You
You hear that disco house track?
No.
Or disco, is it disco house? Is that what it's called?
Disco trap.
Disco trap? Is that what it's called?
I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, don't
Sav4X?
post this because you will get a copyright strike.
This song here?
Yeah, disco music, pardon me.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. The video is mad though.
I like how we started off with some music in the podcast early.
Hey.
Some Toronto
Let's go.
shit.
We love hip hop.
It's not the intro music yet, though.
Music, I still get a drop and go shoot shit. Then just use your head for you lose it. I'm so crazy, I tend to
It's different.
Kind of hard, right?
This is what's happening with these yo.
Bro, and then the second half switches up. Like, these guys know what they're doing. Studio of Legends knows what they're doing.
Yes.
This is what is needed to like bring Toronto through that glass ceiling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is fire.
Because
I didn't even
even
have to hear the whole shit.
there's a TikTok going viral right now. I guess like there's like a DMV rapper that like linked up with Sav. I'm not sure if it's like a remix, if somebody like DJ'd the remix or if they linked up themselves. But the song is going viral on TikTok right now. So like Americans are bumping it and saying like, oh, this is what Toronto's dealing with. Let's go.
Hold on, let me hear a little bit more of this. I want to hear the beat drop.
stupid if I get his pen, then I'll lose and hide through the net. Red rum drench him, I'm in love with the step. Don't ride bench him, nigga, that's how I get. And I he get left, he think he's super magic. That's how the
We love
shit.
hip hop.
Yo.
Wait, yo, you gotta, go to like around like 3 minutes because the beat changes. And me personally, that's like my favorite part. Yeah, like around there.
Yo, what the fuck, man? What is happening, man?
Some David Guetta type.
You know they get burned. How many lessons did we teach and you still didn't learn?
Talk to them.
I still did hit it hard. I get it deep and that shit in reverse. Yeah, free for the Nazi got left by your purse. My gun, I'm trying to notch you.
I can't believe
Dad.
I'm here.
Yo, remember like a year ago, early when I joined the pod, I was trying to do this EDM Toronto thing.
Yes.
This is what I wanted to do.
They
You know
caught
what
up.
I'm saying?
They caught up.
get it. They get it because they understand that drill is limited in terms of its scope, in terms of its reach, but EDM, that's international.
Yo,
And
that's
you could
so
still
smart.
be like a drill rapper on
Yeah.
an EDM beat and still talk what you want to talk, you know?
No, this is brilliant, man. I'm so happy that these guys are doing this, man. This is what we need for Toronto, man. Yeah.
Big up Team East.
Yeah, big up Team East, man. And yeah,
East up.
The East is up right now,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Let's start the show off, man. I want to send an RIP to Irv Gotti.
Mm.
All right, Irv Gotti, legend in the game, pioneer out here in this hip hop space. One of the people who revived, I would say the person who revived Def Jam when Def Jam was at a low point and he brought in DMX and you know Jay-Z and everybody into the building. That was all on the strength of Irv Gotti. You know what I'm saying?
And then didn't he later bring Lloyd and like that whole R&B wave as well.
With the Inc. or Murder Inc. and everything, Ashanti.
Yeah,
He brought in a whole wave of R&B, rap, fusion that just made people feel good, like a loss in this hip hop game, and also a reflection for a gentleman like myself who's going to go into his 50s and stuff like that. Like, bro, the man died at what, 54?
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Hypertension, or I don't know. There's still more reports coming out, but it was he got a stroke. You know, he had really bad eating habits. His diet was horrible. He had diabetes and different things. Like, we got health is wealth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. Rest in peace.
So I'm going to take us through a hip hop medley of some of Herb's greatest hits.
Represent for the fam. From crazy ass Queens, you know what I'm saying?
We love hip hop.
Just to think that Herb was doing the beats for all these different ranges of songs, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know some of those like Herb did. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Salute to the legend. R.I.P. to Herb Gotti. Condolences to his family, man. But let's get into it, man. We are it's the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most Toast Friday, Ricky Dread, aka Stay in Trouble Rick, aka I don't know, 2025 me, man. New year, new me.
Jeez.
We back at it over here, B3 Studios, episode 546. We got over here the Turkish Thrill.
Yes.
You might see him at the behind the wheels of steel, while somebody's auntie's in the crowd doing the 1-2 step to some ABBA.
Move it.
We got DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. DJ Czar, aka the Muzzy, aka Young Shawarma, back at it like a crack addict.
Jeez.
You already know. How's it going, boys?
We good. And listen, salute to Dusty Wallace. For all the people out there, they're like, where's Dusty? Did you fire him? Because automatically when they don't see somebody from the pod, they're like, Friday. Again, Friday. Here we go. Dusty, he gave me a link last night. He sounded like shit.
Wow.
His voice was not sounding good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Get better, Dusty.
Yeah, so
salute to Dusty.
Salute to Dusty Wallace. However, we have here looking like an exchange student from Jamaica, man.
With the Canada hat, like he just touched down.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to represent, they're trying to tariff demand them and stuff.
You might see him on your TikTok screen, racking up a whole bunch of views.
Mad.
We got DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
You already know it's Natural Wave. Your wifey might be in my next video. Look out for it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Well, welcome back, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Before we get into it, I want to give a quick salute to the sponsors. Big salute to Candy Cans as well as Diamond Club. They got the freshest piff in the GTA, as well as Candy Cans has the dopest piff inside of the freshest cans. Okay, they got delivery across the GTA, real quick, fast, and delivery across Canada. Right, get the package all the way to Vancouver for you. Hit them up on their Instagram page, CandyCans_Canada1. You could also find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Canada 2.0. Hit the link in the bio. Go to their page, use the code WeLoveHipHop and get yourself a little discount. You heard me? If you want some of that grabba, there's a pack of that steaming hot grabba on the table for you right there. Okay, steaming hot grabba has the hottest grabba in the GTA. They got delivery across the GTA. And if you want to hit them up on their Instagram page, that's steaming hot grabba. Go on their website, steaminghotgrabba.com or .ca. Use the code WeLoveHipHop, get yourself a little discount. Last but not least, I want to give a big salute to Only Loud. Only Loud has some of the firest blends, as well as a bunch of different legacy blends. They got Astro Pink, Sixpence, all those different famous blends you hear about. Get them over there, Only Loud. Delivery across the GTA and same-day delivery in Ottawa and the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Only Loud Canada, and you could also use and you can find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. There is the show that is on the 13th. That's just a few days from now. The Lords of the Underground and Onyx. I'm just going to insert the ad in there.
Hey, yo, what up? Feb 13th. T-Dot. At Lee's Palace. Word up. We in the building. You You know what I'm saying? Shout to JD Era.
JD Era.
Ayo Biggs.
Yo, what up?
100 Mad in the building.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we don't have to. I don't have to go through that, right? But it's at Lee's Palace. The address is 592 Bloor Street West, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll be hosting. DJ Law will be on the Wheels of Steel. And once again, salute to Onyx and Lords of the Underground.
You think I should pull up?
Pull up. I got you on tickets, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
It's nice when Friday's hosting events, because if you know Friday, you might have seen me in a one clip. So I get some love, you know what I'm saying, from that demographic. You'll actually be like, yo, I seen you on the pod, keep doing your thing. You know, I'm like, all right, bless. But Friday bounces as soon as he's done hosting, this guy cuts. Now I'm just here with all these people like I don't
do the
know.
Cinderella, bro. I'm out, bro.
This guy's out, bro. He vanishes.
Backdoor gang, bro.
All you hear is, this guy just disappears, fam.
You know what would be a nice test? I'll get you the passes anyway, but imagine, like, without getting the passes, test the face card.
I'm at that phase of fame where I might get a couple stares, but no approaches. And maybe if I get an approach, it's from someone I've already been approached by at like a different Friday Ricky Dread event, you know?
So, okay. And I'm not saying that we're famous or anything like that. We're known in the city, right? But you're telling me you haven't had like an interaction like at like a Walmart or anything like, yo, you're Czar, I saw Borough Sound, or I saw you on We Love Hip Hop. Remember, you're on multiple platforms, fam.
Yeah, I've had a couple where it's like someone literally sees me and recognizes me, but never like when I need it. Like never when I'm like with my shotty in public and I want to get approached for a picture. Like never when it matters. Like it's always like at my worst state. Like it'll be like 9 a.m. I'm like trying to get a coffee. So I'm like, hey man, aren't you on that show on Friday? I'm like, yeah.
Sneakers all beat.
Now, we were talking about living downtown earlier. One time I was staying downtown and I just ran to the McDonald's real quick. I was looking mad bummy and stuff. Then of course there's like Pierre got, oh, you're that TikTok DJ, right? And I'm just like, the one time, you know what I mean? Because like normally when I go out, even if I'm just like running out, I try to look presentable. But I'm like, okay, what's the most that's gonna happen right now? And obviously the most happens.
The most happens, man. Like when you're known, or even like higher levels when you're actually celebrity.
Yeah.
You can't go out looking bummy.
No,
like,
not at all.
You know, we're not at the level where like people are taking pictures of us and all that.
Exactly.
People have asked me to take a picture, but like nobody's secretly taking a picture of us.
Exactly.
If you look crazy and then the paparazzi secretly just catching you look stupid bummy, especially like for the women who do all of that glamour and all that, and then you catch them without it. Oh shit, man.
I think what's interesting is because like for me and Friday, like we talk on our platforms. But because you got big off TikTok, a lot of your stuff is like, you know, him DJing or him going like this. So are people ever disappointed when they meet you and you're not as animated as you would be in a video because like maybe it's early in the morning or something?
They don't say they're disappointed, but I could tell they kind of are. You know, because like
they want to just start DJing, like
do something.
No, for real, because like my energy on TikTok and stuff is mad crazy. Even when I live stream, my energy is up there. You know, but I'm not live streaming when I'm just walking down the road and I'm mad chill. Sometimes I'm just balling the spliff, so like I'm not gonna be super animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, listen, man. Salute to everybody, man.
Recognize us, say something. If you see something, say something.
If you see something, say. Right? To the man then. But I got some topics for us. I got a bunch of topics here. Some of these I might skip. I don't know. I feel like we might have to pay some attention to a lot of these here. The Kendrick Lamar interview. Did you guys get to see that?
Yeah, I see it.
You were asking me. I finally got to watch it. I was on a long car drive yesterday, and I just put the interview on and just listened to the whole interview on the car drive. That was a good interview, man.
It was okay.
I feel like it was very cookie cutter. It was very like softball questions.
They were a softball question. There was no pushback that we had.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the questions to me, salute to Ebro, and also salute to Nadeska, because Nadeska, she's come a long way. You know what I'm saying? From being like just one of the talking heads on Complex to everyday struggle to like she's doing these huge interviews. You know what I'm saying? To me, I thought the questions were really thoughtful, man.
Yeah, especially hers. Because I feel like when she asks her questions, she's so genuine and she's so like really like inspired by Kendrick Lamar. So whenever she's like, when you said this, and I thought about it for a few days, and where did you come up with that?
Little
You know,
much.
like Bear Glaze.
And like,
Mhm.
I'm a Kendrick fan, you know what I mean?
Super
So
glazed.
I did enjoy that, but I kind of wanted Ebro to like, I wanted it to be like a good cop, bad cop situation,
Yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean?
But
But
it was two good cops.
yeah, literally, whereas it's like, okay, like I'm just watching a Kendrick Glaze-a-thon,
Yeah.
which has been happening for the last year. And this is me saying this, you know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
like, okay, we finally got an interview. I kind of wanted to see like his real true thoughts, you know, like, and I kind of wanted him to like crack more jokes. Like
Yeah. He did speak about the battle. Right?
I really wanted them to bring up Taylor Made.
Oh,
No one talks about that enough.
I know, right?
I feel like we talk about it at least a
Yeah.
couple times a week.
Because they brought up Reincarnated.
Yes.
So why would you not bring up Taylor Made?
True art form.
Sorry, say?
So like, why would you not bring up Taylor Made when like that's Drake literally?
Yeah, but they were more focusing on Not Like Us, right? Remember, they kind of swayed the conversation. Oh, you won the Grammys, and then
Yeah.
you know, like they found a good way to rather than just jump off the hop. So what about that Not Like Us? So how you feel about this and Drake?
No, exactly.
I would have been
exactly.
straight up like, do you actually think Drake is a PDF?
Good question. That would have been a good question.
You know,
to
like
ask.
put him on the spot. Like you're getting all this credit, but now you're getting this corporate interview. And at this point, I'm even more convinced you're kind of the darling child of the industry in some ways.
Mm.
All these other people at the Grammys high-fiving each other, doing backflips
Yeah.
because he won. I'm not saying he didn't deserve the W, but
Both things can be. I said this on the live stream. Two things can be true. He deserved the W, and the fix is in.
Yeah.
The mans are high fiving. Like that's blatant, man. Like, yo, we win. Like he didn't
Yeah,
win.
no, exactly.
We win. Like what?
I think it's a way for, I guess, the industry to wipe their hands clean because all these guys, I feel like they do weird stuff
Mm.
behind closed doors. But now if we publicly shame one person, it almost removes our atrocities, our own sins. Let's just celebrate the downfall of this guy and what that represents.
I
Yeah.
think,
And I'm
most-
innocent now.
I feel like most celebrities don't really care unless they had like personal gripes with Drake themselves,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
now it's
yeah.
like, okay, we finally have our warrior. You know, when like there's like that one warrior in the village.
Yeah.
We're gonna endow him with every gift. We're gonna give him the best women of the village. I feel like that's where Kendrick Lamar is right now. you know?
You might be right. It's kind of a situation where the bully was finally taken out. Reach more in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you think it's a case of there was a bully running the block and then all of a sudden some guy took him out and now everyone's celebrating? They might have been cool with the bully while the bully was running rampant.
So wait, Drake was the bully?
To an extent, maybe on a success level, not maybe on a personal level,
Yeah.
besides
Yes, Drake was-
smashing their shorties.
Drake is taking man's shotties. Drake is taking man's publishing. Bro, he already did to McCona. Delete all your music if you want to sign. It's like, I thought you liked my music.
Hold on. There's a sound effect for that. Not the pylon, you know, enough on Drake, but at the same time, didn't he get somebody's song deleted that was dissing him or something like that a while
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
Who?
Rick Ross.
It was
Don't-
Rick Ross and somebody who featuring on
and
the
Pusha
same.
T was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he sent a cease and desist?
He said-
The French Montana?
It was something like
Wasn't
that.
it? Oh,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the next one. The Fresh Montana's a different one.
A next.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on,
Wow.
man.
Cease and desist for hoes.
So, yo, in reality, we shouldn't really be surprised by the UMG lawsuit because this has been Drake's game this whole time. He sent Bear, like,
They're-
cease and
they're-
desist.
They're bullying the bully.
That's what it seems like.
Kanye's album is called Bully.
Oh, man.
What are you doing?
getting
The signs?
360. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking. Don't get at me.
Leave him alone. No, but we might be onto something here.
I think that's what it is. And I don't think that these people necessarily disliked Drake while he was on the throne, so to speak. But maybe they had harbored internal feelings that they couldn't really say because he was the guy. He was the bully on the block.
Yeah.
And he was also kind of a nice bully in some ways. Like he was collaborating with people. He
Yeah.
was very
Yeah.
presentable, front facing.
The
Now-
stimmy.
But now that Kendrick took him out, everyone's like, yo, this is how we actually felt about this guy this whole time.
High five.
It's kind of like in North Korea, that's more crazy, right?
Yeah.
They're not really gonna say how they feel about bro until bro's gone.
Yeah, real talk.
So you guys are trying to tell me that Drake is the Kim Jong-un of the music industry? What the hell, man? Now we're pushing the narrative.
There was a
Crazy.
dictator aspect to his reign.
Yo, now I'm gonna get a phone call, man. I'm Kim Jong-un? Come on, bro. Come on. Imagine man's watching this man. You guys are comparing me.
I'm just trying to think
who's next? The guy with the mustache?
I'm just trying to think if that's a fair analogy.
It's not. That guy's a super dictator, bro.
I wouldn't say it's a fair analogy to Kim Jong-un in terms of the humanity aspects, but I think in terms of the
stranglehold, just like this
Drake Jong-un is crazy.
I just feel like the sheer stranglehold and like power that he had over the industry, I would say from like 2015 to like 2021.
I could even say earlier than 2015. Like you could argue
2010.
Yeah,
2012.
And
I don't feel like when he was dropping Forever, he had like as much power.
True. But they were also putting him in all of these different places where it's like, you are the guy, you're the next one up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, get next to Drake if you want to get hot.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z even told J. Cole, like, yo, give this guy a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is how hot he was back then.
Yeah.
And me and Natural, we watched this old Peter Rosenberg interview with Drake. Like it must have been 15 years old or something. And Rosenberg was letting Drake know, do you know how big you're going to be as a public figure because you're publicly claiming your Jewish heritage? Like, it's going to take you to another level. And he's like, yo, hip hop is in your hands. And he said this years back.
Yeah, it's like Thank Me Later times.
Yeah. And then Kanye West entered the room and they were parring. Like, it was a super throwback.
You said Jewish and then you said Kanye West in the same sentence. Relax. Calm down.
Oh, man. This video is officially shadow banned.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Because this is a Kendrick topic. We went on a Drake
we went
rant,
crazy. We went crazy.
But staying on Drake and Kendrick for a second. If Drake is Drake Jong-un or Drake... right? Then what does Kendrick represent? Who is he?
He represents the freedom. He represents the people. That is how he is being kind of pushed. That is the narrative around Kendrick, is that he's the savior, not only of hip hop, arguably of the black community to an extent.
Kendrick Luther King.
Yeah. And I feel like people are trying to push the narrative that, oh, music is going to switch to like consciousness and purity and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like a little bit of remnants of that is going to filter in, but I don't think it's going to be some crazy like revolution.
Yeah, it's going to, like, it looks great when you give all the awards to that.
Yeah.
It makes it look like, it's kind of like when cops are doing bust. Look, we busted all this cocaine. See, we're doing something about the problem, right?
Yeah.
I know you guys don't like just the McDonald's music or whatever, but look who we gave the awards to.
Yeah.
Substance, right? It's not like Substance is next.
But I do, when I see like Doechii getting the Grammy, I feel like it's going to inspire like the next generation of female rappers to like, okay, maybe I don't have to talk about my pokes and I have to talk about finessing mans and stuff.
Yes. And that could spark change to have a whole bunch more of people who are talking about that than pussy rapping on this shit,
exactly.
Right?
My whole qualm with, I guess, the overall TDE success is I don't know how organic it is versus how planted it is. Because when I go on my YouTube shorts, all I'm hearing is that Doechii, like that challenge, but flooded.
And that's what I was going to say. I do feel like it is organic because like when she dropped her album, she did 11K first week, but it was 11K every week after that as well. You know what I mean? People really enjoyed the album. And there are certain things that like organically went viral because Shotti's just resonated with it. You know, like they were doing real challenges to that song. That thing, like girls with big breasts are just doing that so they could like bounce the door. They're trying to just show their breasts. You know what I mean? So like these are like organic challenges that does help the art, and then people go check out the album and stuff.
Yeah.
I do feel like they can create organic traction, but sometimes I feel like they're implemented by like maybe a more intentional source, and then other people will just catch like, oh, okay, if I do this challenge, I'm going to get views. Even with certain dances, I'm like, how organic is this versus maybe someone from the label being like, okay, we're going to hire one of these TikTokers to do a dance. We'll hire some of the big ones. They'll get a lot of views, and then the public will just naturally follow. And do you feel like TDE standing with the Recording Academy influenced their victories that night? Like, do you feel like that could play a part, that political aspect?
Well, when you're doing business when it comes to like the Grammys and stuff like that, you gotta schmooze.
Literally.
Right? A lot of people were saying that Drake don't got no Grammys and da-da-da, but like he also refused to schmooze with these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're not trying to build those relationships like months ahead of time and, go to some dinners and meetings and different things like that and talk to certain people who might be influential in the Grammy committee, then whatever, you're not going to win your Grammy. It's partially politics. A lot of it is politics.
Yeah, 'cause I actually enjoy watching award shows. Like I watch the Emmys and the Oscars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And with those award shows, it's even worse. Like for the Oscars, they have to do a whole campaign. Like it's crazy the amount of, like you said, schmoozing and like networking, shoulder rubbing.
Yeah.
You have to even kind of like create a certain kind of movie to even get recognized by. So yeah, it's a lot of that.
And even with this interview here, right? And I don't know, we don't really have to play a bunch of clips from it. But one of the things that he was saying is the show preparation for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And how it's a PG Lang production.
Mm.
One thing I do give Kendrick over Drake is shows. His shows are amazing. And it's not just him on the stage. He's just a little guy on the stage. But everything around is always so well orchestrated, whether it's like background dancing or just people doing all kind of artistic movements. Like for him and his team to put that together with all that intention, I rate that, bro.
Yeah.
Where when I see Drake, even though he's the most famous rapper in the world, his shows don't look like there's a lot of effort involved.
Really? I mean, what was it? What was the tour where he had like that younger version of himself?
Yes, those are all cool things.
It seemed like there was production value.
There was production. But I'm talking about like the artistic.
Yeah, it's not
storytelling.
It's not grandiose. Like, didn't he have like a sperm flying around the room?
That was weird.
Like, that's not lit. You know what I mean? Like, can you pay the man to put a graphic on the screen? Like,
yeah, like Kendrick literally, they'll have like hands moving and dancers doing like all these unison dances and stuff like that, and then he'll get in and do a couple of steps with them, and then get, like, bro, that takes like a lot of rehearsing and all that. Not like, oh, I just know my songs. Let me just practice my songs and then go from this side of the stage to that side of the stage. Let the crowd do half it. And listen, I'm a pro Drake, but I'm just calling it how I see it. When I've been to the Kendrick show over at the ACC or whatever it was, bro. That was an amazing production, bro. It's like he came in with kung fu suit and all that shit. And I'm like, this is like a theater extravaganza.
Exactly, like a musical type thing.
Yeah.
So are you saying Kendrick puts forth more effort in his live shows than Drake?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Hands down.
And it's not a diss. It's just what it is, bro. If you see both shows next to each other, like, even if Drake is exerting more energy running around the stage, just watching the artistic value of a Kendrick Lamar show, it's like you're in awe. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like it costs a lot of money to put forth that kind of production.
Yes.
And I feel like maybe that's like Drake's Jewish side on some like, we're going to pay what? Yo, when Kanye did a lot of his tours, he lost money, bro.
He spent it out of his pocket. And I'm glad you mentioned Kanye because it's very Kanye-esque.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Kanye has crazy production. There's a house, and then there's all these people walking around, marching, and all that. Like, Kendrick does those.
I went to the Yeezus store, and I also went to Wab's Cartel Freedom Street. To this day, I still say the Yeezus store is the greatest show I've ever been to in my whole existence.
Yeah. Bro. Just probably it was like a movie, probably.
It was like a movie, and like Kendrick opened. Then Kanye did the show. He brought out Kim and did his love songs to Kim and stuff. And then Drake came out. So it was literally like the perfect concert still.
Wow, that'll never happen again.
That'll never happen again. Kendrick, Kanye, and Drake on the same show.
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian. That might have been a once in a lifetime sort of event.
For real.
And the only person who could do that is Kanye.
Facts.
That's crazy. No, I gotta give Kendrick his flowers where they deserve. I'm still not pro him calling the man a PDF file. And I'm glad that you mentioned that. Like, I would like to get a direct question about that. Like, do you really feel that way? And to put that in the song and like have that song get pushed like crazy?
It's so interesting because Kendrick was disrespectful in the song, but in this interview, he's just very like respectful and like, he's not saying too much.
Yeah.
He's not being too vulgar about it. He's
Yeah,
being
yeah.
very professional, almost like spiritual.
Yeah.
But then when you listen to the track, it's just like, say Drake.
But he did say that he loves battle rap. He was harping on how much like he to this day still watches it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that was him kind of explaining how he was able to get into that bag.
Yeah, yeah. I'll play a little clip of it here.
Core response of rap and hip hop and how far it can go. So for me, that should mean everything because it puts the culture on the forefront where it needs to be and not minimized to just a catchy song or verse. This is a true art form. So to represent it on this type of stage is like everything that I've worked for and everything that I believe in as far as the culture. Like I live and die by it. This shit done changed my whole family life, so I don't take it for granted at all as far as an art form, you know?
It feels like that was a lot what this year was about too, right? Like you, I guess, you know, you took it and put it on your back and you felt like
We love hip hop.
a line needed to be drawn, right? Was that your intent when you rolled out this year? Was like, yo, I'm drawing a line. Like, this is what it is.
My intent was to always keep, I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. You know, I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as like,
We love hip hop.
as a collaborative effort, you know, that's cool too, but I love when artists grit their teeth. Like I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay-Rock, you know, my bro Daylight. This has always been the core
We love
definition
hip-hop.
of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back. And
We love hip-hop.
you didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore. So I always took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
And I'm gonna say this.
That's good.
I don't think Kendrick came out with the intention to call Drake a PDF.
Mm.
There's many times where he said, yo, I'm not trying to go too crazy. Let's just keep it rap, keep it rap.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like he just had this in like the emergency break just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when he dropped the daughter thing and like it hit for the first few hours, but then people started to like retract.
Mhm,
He just had to break the emergency glass, bring out the nuke, and then just call it a day.
bring out the PDF nuke. Yeah.
Yeah. And it does seem like Kendrick was able to execute without being personally tied to whatever Drake was saying. But I feel like his personhood was affected by what Kendrick was saying.
Yeah.
Whereas Kendrick was able to see it as a separate entity, as like, this is a sport separate from myself.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
with Drake, it's like, you're attacking me. This isn't just rap anymore. Like, you're attacking me as a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not even my daughter.
What do you mean I'm a
Yeah.
PDF? Like, you know, whereas Kendrick, I feel like he was always able to separate it.
He didn't say, this is the first time this is the most I'm hearing him talk since the thing started.
He didn't do one story, didn't do one post.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And, you know, he did the Harper's Bazaar interview, right?
Yeah,
But like, this is the first video interview where I'm getting to hear this guy talk. And the fact that he's doing an interview.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? I don't want to be that guy, but bro, Drizzy needs to do an interview.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying, oh, come do what we love hip hop, but like do it within the culture where people are going to ask you real questions. It's not a joke parody thing. Like, no, fam, let's get real, fam. Like, how did you feel about this, about last year, bro?
Even if it's reminiscent of the Elliot Wilson one, where it was in a controlled environment, but we were able to get the answers to the questions we wanted, where he
Yeah.
talked about the Pusha T beef. He talked about how he was affected when his kid called out and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
we should have something similar. Not necessarily softball questions. Like, Drake should probably still look out. You don't want someone asking you a shocking question and catch you slipping like a Charlemagne. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like he wouldn't be able to handle that. But yeah, definitely you should connect with the audience and let them know where your head's at. But I feel like it's just too personally attached to him where it's just not going to look right. Like, he has to kind of look like it's not affecting him when everyone feels like it's affecting him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, shit, man. Like, remember he did the stop, or not the stop. What was it called? The shop,
In the shop.
right? With his old friend LeBron. Bro, but we got to hear how he felt about the Pusha T battle and what everything, like the details and how they found out about the kid and everything. Like, we got details, bro. Like, he was talking to people he was comfortable with. Like, we need that, bro. Because now it's all of the things that we've been saying about Kendrick, like, well, he don't even talk. He don't put on any artists. He's doing all of it, fam.
But like, who would Drake be comfortable with these days to go sit down with them?
I don't know, man. Because I would say once upon a time me, but I don't even think he fucks with me, man.
You know, like, I wouldn't say academics, but it seems like he never really wanted to give academics that bly.
Maybe Rory and Maul.
Maybe Maul.
Oh, that'd be so trash.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine that being hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah.
Maybe Joe Budden. If
No,
he had
Joe
a
Budden
one-on-one with Joe Budden,
That would be mud. But Drake is not doing that. Drake is not doing
No,
that.
he'd probably get in the room and want to fight him.
Yeah, Drake is not doing
no,
that.
I feel like he still has a underlying respect. We all used to listen to you.
Yes, but he's also part of the reason why this whole PDF narrative has been floating around.
No, man, Drake did that to himself with Taylor Made, bro.
Yes, but he
Joe
said
Budden,
he
yeah.
got it from the Button podcast because those guys kept on. They didn't push the issue one time.
Yeah,
they pushed it like 4 or 5 times.
Because when
Yes.
Drake dropped the album Fat D for all the dogs, because Drake kept saying, "Oh, going to high schools, I'm partying with the 21-year-olds and stuff," and then Drake, I mean Joe Budden brought that up on the
Pointed
podcast.
that out. They pointed out the Georgia Smith stuff from
Yeah.
years ago.
Oh, yes.
Like they were on his head top for a minute, bro. So it's like, if I'm Drake, I don't want to see this guy Joe unless
No,
it's time to snuff him, bro.
Facts.
That's why when they were doing their little Turks thing at one time, and there was that weird guy dancing, and they were like, "Yo, what's up with Joe?" Right? Like they were clowning him. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
It's because he's like, I don't like this guy, bro. Like he's been pissing me off.
No, exactly.
Yeah, and if you're Drake, you're not trying to bless someone that you don't rock with. 'Cause
And look who we hired, one of his ex-tings, bro.
Drake, who Joe hired one of his ex-things?
Yes.
Melissa Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got the bitch sitting on the couch right there talking bare shit. The man she used to be over here in Toronto with the man them.
Yeah.
And now she's over there with Joe. Come on, fam. If I'm Drake, I'll be like, yo, Joe, when I see you, bro.
So,
but look
hope
what
I don't
Drake
see you.
did to Joe's ex-things and stuff.
So what? They both hate each other. And that's why they shouldn't get in the room together.
Yeah, they should not get along together. So.
You smashed my heart. Like the man loved to hear you. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
And then whatever. These guys have bad blood, bro. It's
Yeah.
worse than what people really, really look at it as. You know what I'm saying?
you don't think that issue falls off as you get older? Like, remember when he went on Joe Budden's live a few years back, and he was
Yes. In the
like, "Do you have a
pandemic.
bartender with you or something?" Like, and they were
Yeah.
like, like there was an underlying support aspect.
Yeah, but then he kept on pushing the young
Yeah.
chicks issue, bro. Like,
I feel
bro.
like Joe Budden would do it because Joe Budden is the type to like have a conversation with his ops for
Yeah.
the content, but like I just don't think Drake is that.
I don't
man.
think Drake like to that. I think Drake hates Joe, bro. Did you see the paragraph that he wrote about the
Yeah.
man that time, fam?
No, yeah, he went
that,
in.
that comes from a place of I used to mess with you heavy, bro.
Now it's just sheer vitriol. Like,
Yeah, bro. Like you're just typing, fingers getting blistered from
No,
typing,
facts.
bro.
Who is the journalistic equivalent of Drake in terms of stature? Like a Pierce Morgan? Like, what if Drake went on Pierce Morgan?
No,
Like,
he'll piss people off if he goes there, bro.
Yeah.
so where would you go if you're Drake for an interview?
I just forwarded We Love Hip Hop, bro.
Okay, after We Love Hip Hop,
you go to Borough Sound, broski.
Borough Sound.
Give Zara Bly, fam.
you're gonna see Drake with his background, and we were like, so what happened with the Kendrick?
and drink champs, no. Because like you getting drunk and just talking a bunch of shit with Nori, like that's not good enough, man. And
Nah,
with
Drink
all due
Champs-
respect, I just don't think those guys are good enough journalists.
How
bro.
about Vlad?
I think
Maybe Vlad?
Vlad would be good, but I think Drink Champs would be jokes because if Drake got drunk and he just started spilling, I feel like Drake is a man that like gets tipsy and starts spilling beer tea.
Yeah, yeah. It would be viral. Vlad would be like just to get like, focused, channeled questions.
Yeah,
Vlad would be excellent.
I
But
agree.
people would be pissed off about that too. So if all the people you go to, oh, I see the play.
Jewish guy.
You go to the Jewish guy. Okay.
So he has to go to like an Oprah then. Like, what is Drake to do?
Yeah. All
Drake
the
should just go to
journalist
act.
people are his ops.
Drake should just go to act, bro.
No, man. With all due respect to Ack, I just don't think Ack is a great streamer, not the greatest interviewer.
Yeah,
Respectfully, bro.
yeah, I don't think he'd be the best interviewer for
I like
him.
that interviews.
I just realized why I get in trouble all the time. I don't know how to shut the hell up, bro. I need to keep some of these thoughts in my mind, bro.
You're right, but it's crazy that like you can't just give your opinion because it's not like you did. You just said like he's not the best interviewer.
I don't think his interviews are that great, bro.
And like I think he'll agree with you.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Yeah.
But it was a space of time. His questions were all over the place. He would interrupt his guest. It was all over the place. Like, fam, you're great at streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So people are good at different things.
And he's a rambler too. Like,
yeah.
he'll have the guest there and he'll go on like a 5-minute spiel. I'm like, bro, let my youth talk.
No, man, I need a focused journalist who takes interviewing super seriously.
Facts.
Like myself, but not me.
Could you see Charlemagne being a good candidate for that Drake interview?
That would be a great candidate. It's just that the mix of them two together, like Charlemagne would do an excellent interview with Drake. Don't get that twisted.
It'll be black and white and stuff.
Yeah. But would Drake do the interview with him?
I think he would.
I think he needs to at this point. I think the people need to hear from him.
But Charlemagne has been going in on Drake recently.
A lot. That's why I'm saying I don't think Drake would want to do an interview with him because it's like, yo, F you too, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So does Drake not have a safe space to do an interview?
No, he doesn't. That's the thing. He does not have a safe space. Ebro, like, well, you know, because this is coming off of the Kendrick. This is still a Kendrick segment, okay? I know we're talking about Drake a lot, but it's still a Kendrick segment. He's comfortable with Ebro. Obviously, Nadeska is just there, you know, respectfully sucking him off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she looks so into Kendrick. Like, he could be like, jump, and she'd say, hi, how
exactly.
How high?
But Ebro, from the Bay originally, even though he's a New York DJ or whatever, he's from the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So there's that connection.
Yeah.
That's why he even asked one of those questions about, you know, being from the Bay and then, you know, doing the show in New Orleans and, you know, the roots of most people who come from LA and all that, having the Southern roots. It's because he knows it's part of his lineage.
Okay, Drake might have to do it with We Love Hip Hop still.
Like this, like he has no friends over there.
Yeah, they'll stop using these American platforms. Don't go to the UK.
Maybe like a George Strombadopoulos, like a Canadian, like a hard-hitting Canadian, like a Peter Mansbridge. Like,
well, maybe, but that's the thing. He's such in a weird position, and this is why Kendrick keeps on scoring on the board.
Yeah,
you go to Ebro, who you got the connection with.
Yeah,
Ebro's amazing interviewer, respected in the culture. Black.
Yep.
Okay. So nobody's gonna be like, yo, Kendrick, why are you going to all these white people with the interview?
Yeah.
You say Peter Mansbridge, George Strombadopoulos, all these different guys. Respectfully to those guys, if Drake sits down with a white man again, somebody's gonna shoot this nigga, bro. You're gonna be like, stop doing this, fam. This is what we keep on telling you not to do. This is why we keep on saying not like us.
Bro, what the guy gotta sit with Dr. Umar Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
At this point, that would be a W for Drake. If he's sitting with Umar Johnson, they'll be like, okay, finally.
We're not trying to see Drake and Sarah McLachlan, bro.
No, nobody wants to see that. This is part of the reason why Kendrick got all this ammo.
No, that is true.
Right? So like you gotta sit with somebody FBA on top of that.
It has to be FBA because you know what? Ebro is the same as Drake. His dad is black, his mother's Jewish.
Yeah, but Drake and Ebro ain't cool neither.
Well, New York radio in general, I feel like, has turned their back on Drake. And I think they've been kind of wanting to do that. What if it's like a funk flex? And Drake he drops bars too.
The same guy who tried to expose him for the BlackBerry?
Maybe he exposed himself though. Like,
yeah, but Funk Flex over the years has not been super anti-Drake in his takes. So Funk Flex maybe, but I don't know, man.
I also feel like and then we could like wrap it up.
Yeah.
I just feel like because Drake hasn't shown much love to the media in like the last decade, they're kind of like, yo, you haven't done anything for us. Maybe like he sent the bottles to Charlemagne that one time, and I was like, about it.
Yeah, and Kendrick's been on all these platforms before.
Yeah.
He's been on
Big
Boy show.
Yeah.
He's been on the Breakfast Club. He's made his rounds. So he's showing that no matter how much I'm aloof and not around, I'm also accessible when it's time.
Exactly.
Yeah, he shows respect to the media where I feel like Drake operated from a point of I'm above the media. I don't really need the media. The media asks me questions that I don't want to answer.
Yeah.
But now that maybe in a sense you kind of need the media right now,
who
do you go to?
Well,
We Love Hip Hop.
We Love Hip Hop.
We Love Hip Hop.
Send me a DM.
Or
Drake.
CBC. George Strombadopoulos.
But salute to Kendrick Lamar. I know this sounded like a Drake segment, but it was a Kendrick segment. Okay? All right?
Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You bet like ever go to sell black one.
Holy scheiße, Mike.
I replying to my story saying it was so good.
That was one of the best Super Bowl performances I've seen in my life.
Low key, high key, yeah. Hold on, I'm not even on mic. I'm all over the place,
bro.
Yo, okay, here we go.
Wow.
I'm waiting. Dusty's pulling up just now. Holy shit.
That was incredible, bro. It's sad to say that, the boy had to catch arguably the most global stray we've ever seen in human history. The OVO affiliates, Chubbs, Baca, PND, everyone getting called out on a both national and international scale. Kendrick was rapping his ass off.
Yeah.
SZA was lip singing though. SZA was lip syncing.
Was she lip syncing for real or lip singing?
I think so. I don't know. What do you think?
Because they got some real good mics over there, man. Like they got the top of the line equipment. You know what I'm saying?
It's possible. But what was your favorite performance?
Of all Super Bowls or of this? Like what song?
Like what song?
Hold on. Let's let Dusty join first. Dusty Wallace.
Bro.
Hi.
Let me start that question. What's going on, man?
Holy smokes.
Every man came in with that same like
holy smokes.
Holy.
I'm sorry. The OVO lawyer, I have to tell you this. Your dude got smoked right now. Our hometown dude got smoked. He actually performed the song. Everyone's like, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna.
Hold on. I never said that. I
never said you said that.
Multiple
times. I said the other people out there have been saying it.
Yeah.
I didn't say you. I just said he's your dog. He your dog. You defend him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get at you for this.
Who's my dog? Which? Be specific.
No. You're the OVO lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't put that one down.
I got a big workload ahead of me. So okay, let's get a
I'll play with you though. I'll play with you.
Let's get a synopsis of this right here. So okay, first, Czar, to answer your question.
Yeah.
My favorite song of the night. I ain't gonna lie. I don't condone of what the man is saying about my guy on the song, but the way they bought it, Not Like Us, and the way that he was like doing the two-step with the choreography in the back.
Man.
Chef's kiss.
Did you see Serena Williams, guys?
And Serena Williams.
That was Serena Williams.
She quit walking in that bit. Quit walking in that bit.
You think that was Kendrick's idea or was that the Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter whose idea.
It was all. Remember in the interview he was saying that they were producing the show. The PG Lang crew or the team was producing the show. All them, right? So this is all Kendrick and the PG Lang's team that put this together, including Samuel Jackson. Holy shit, man!
Bro, was that the funeral? Did we just watch a funeral?
No.
No, that was more of an execution.
Okay. I just want to know what that was still. Holy smokes.
What surprised me was it's almost like he was gradually building up to Not Like Us. At first, you're right, everyone's like, what's he going to perform? But when he performed the second half of Euphoria, like he was planting little seeds. Then he's like, well, I want to play everyone's favorite song, but, man's like to sue. Like when he said that, bro.
I know.
Goodness.
Yo, that's bright, man. Like, he's going on feisty right now. Like, to do the sue part, hint it, and then do the song, bro. And he did Euphoria. How you do Euphoria at a Super Bowl, man? Come on, man.
He did it. He did it, man. Like, I was wondering too, but he fit everything in. I was like, yo, this nigga killing shit right now. The way he had the American flag with the people moving.
Dog.
It was very sovereign. Let's just say it's very American. They're showing their culture. That's where they beat us.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
There's one thing that really stuck out to me though, like he didn't really perform "We Gonna Be Alright" or any of those.
Gave you the heart. He gave you the bangers. Squabble up.
Oh, you know what it is? It's because he also promoted GNX well, man. He played a lot of songs from GNX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
But that song before he came with before Ain't Like Us, that song is a direct diss to Drake too.
Which one?
The one just before. I don't. When he's like, I don't even like
No, that
you.
was after.
Yeah,
Was
you
it,
feel
No,
you
the Man in the
entitled.
Garden. You talk about Man in the Garden, right?
The one just before.
Oh,
Where
I
he's
deserve
like,
it all. Yeah. Man in the Garden.
Tell me
Man
why
in
you
the
deserve the
Garden.
greatest of all time.
Fam, those are slights to Drake, and then he warmed us up with that one. Then he hit us with Not Like Us, and everybody crip walking on the stage and shit.
Wow.
I said, yo, we got destroyed. Honestly, if we're on the same team here,
No, I'm gonna be real. That's Drake's L to hold. I'm not even gonna accept that L as like a part of my legacy. No,
sorry,
like,
you
that's
kill
not
me,
us, bro. Like, don't throw me in that, bro. That had nothing to do
you know
with
what?
me, you know?
I'm not accepting that L neither. He could take that one on his own.
Okay, so let me ask you guys, what is Drake like? Okay, actually, not that question. I have another question.
No, ask it. I know you're gonna ask it.
Well, what could he do from here? But I think that's a rhetorical question. Do you think that Drake can put on a show like that, like a theatric show like that? Remember, we had the conversation on the podcast episode that's out now.
No.
Drake is a different style of performer. Maybe I'll say it like that. Like,
that'd have been boring.
So intentional and deep.
I think he could try, like he could get some great minds together and like try to put on the performance, but like I feel like he's gonna be so in his head the whole time. It's just gonna come off as corny and stuff. Like, what do you mean I have to run up the mountain and save the like?
Good job, Natural.
Like, he's not gonna want to do the theatrics for it, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's where Kendrick really wins when it comes to his live shows. Even not without the Super Bowl, just like watching any of the live shows that I've seen him do. There's so much happening in the background. This is just the Super Bowl, but I've seen this before with like all of those different stage players and dancers and all the choreography. That's just a Kendrick thing, man.
Yeah. I think Kendrick is willing to take risks based on the jeans he wore during that performance. I thought that was a risk. I'm like, bro did not come with the cargo pants. He came with like those like old jeans. Like
Yeah. And I also rate him on his breath control. I know he didn't do all his lyrics, but he couldn't do all his lyrics because of the censorship.
No, he killed the
performance.
But
when it was supposed to be a swear word.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah.
I think he was great.
Well, listen, man, I just wanted to get our immediate reaction. I'll be putting this in the podcast episode. And salute to Dusty Wallace. You weren't able to make it for this week's, but you still made it into the episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You know how I do. It's just,
One more thing though before we go.
What's up?
Non Kendrick related, and
What's up?
I just want to make sure that that's in this episode.
Yeah,
I just interviewed Moula first.
Yes, I know about that.
Okay, and he pulled up. I'm not gonna say who he pulled up with. He pulled up with He pulled up with some of his crew members. Salute to real estate, team real estate 24/7.
That's the girl who was yelling in the hallway, bro.
No. Don't say who was in the hallway.
Okay.
Because that wasn't her, but don't say who it was. However, I will say this. He pulled up a bunch of paperwork today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he pulled up a bunch of paperwork that's not on him. He said he ain't rat on nobody, and he got the paperwork on the person who's calling him a rat, and he read it. And he's going to send it to me, and he wants me to put it up on the screen. So this is for the Monday episode. Like, people won't see the interview until Thursday, but that happened.
Wow.
Bro. Dang, yo.
That's gonna be crazy.
That is.
It's about to get active in the city, bro.
Hold on, I
Okay,
think I
yo,
got a
this was
sound.
good. I was doing a video essay on this, so
this man.
I forgot that I had sound
dude.
Here.
I can already see, I already know what went down. All these smokes.
Hey, wait, Friday.
Talk to me.
You don't have to put this part on the pod, but like, cause I seen him here and shit. So like,
okay, we'll cut this part out.
What did he say about like the situation?
Oh, we could keep that.
Okay, yo, let me know, bro. Cause I was gonna ask you, but like everyone cut quickly because like Super Bowl and shit.
No. He said that he was in an altercation. he survived, and that was it. Him and his gal are still together. You've seen him posting videos of him with him and his shorty, the same one that got into the altercation over. And I'll also say this: one of the guys who did is the baby dad, and he's doing time. Moula's just saying he's salty.
He's what?
He's just saying he's salty. Like, yo, you're just mad that your girls with Moula first. And this is not my words. Okay? This is not my words.
What it's about?
Those are the words to the final box.
Yeah, it's over at gal, bro. B. It's over at gal, B.
No, but I thought like it was because he did something to her, but it's just because a man's salty.
I'll say one more thing, and then everybody else go watch the interview. There was surveillance inside of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, there was surveillance inside the house. So did he have some sort of system in his BM's crib?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll leave it there because everybody can put the rest of it together, but Moula first will give them more details. But that's sort of what happened. It wasn't like...
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, just very quickly, I'll say this because I told a story on the pod about how I dealt with a shot who had a man in the bin. I dealt with another shotty that had a man in the bin when I was in Montreal. But this guy was super crazy to the point where he was getting mans on the outside to try run up into parties and take... Mans will crash out over their prime pokes. Like they want that when they come back out. So
yes.
Wait, Friday. Yo, Friday.
Talk to me.
Would that entail that this guy probably has a bunch of Moula first sex tapes based on the fact that he has like
wow.
No, if you have a camera set up in her room, like you could pretty much extort the guy.
That is crazy. And if that happens, now he's telling his side of the story. All of a sudden, some other tapes come out.
I don't know. That's a great question. That's a great question.
Let's see Moula first eating on cam.
Whoa, Kiwasabi.
OF soon.
This guy got to get that footage, bro.
You now.
Like right now, bro. Send somebody. I don't know.
I just wanted to.
I'll great.
Leave it there. I just wanted to give you guys a little preview of what we have coming up later on in the week. Do y'all want to talk about this 50 Cent? Are y'all filled in on this 50 Cent versus Big Meat shit? Discover Cans, where quality meets innovation. With over 24 premium strains, each carefully sealed in our signature cans for maximum freshness. We're redefining the cannabis experience. Trusted Canada-wide for consistency and reliability. We deliver the product you deserve. Elevate your expectations and explore the difference with Cans. You can find Cans on Instagram at @Cans_Canada, or you can find them on the Diamond Club page, DiamondClub_Ontario. Make sure to use the code WeLoveHipHop on the way out and get yourself a little discount. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
A little bit, not
I'm
too
knowledgeable.
crazy.
I'm knowledgeable.
So just to give a quick context, 50 Cent has been calling Big Meat a rat. They've gotten into, I guess, a little bit of a beef because Big Meat linked up with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Rick Ross put some money in his pocket, took a picture with him and everything like that. And then from there, 50 went ape shit.
Understand him. I see both sides.
Yeah. Lil Meats tried to squash it. Because he's like, yo, we got next season, man. Don't worry. This is what Lil Meats did, which is some bullshit. He hollered at 50 behind the scenes, said, don't worry about that with my dad. Rick Ross, we were just using Ross because Ross gave us some money to hold us down until the next season. And guess what 50 said?
What next season?
What next season?
Crazy.
50.
Crazy, bro.
Big Meech done had a falling out. While Big Meech was locked up, 50 produced the show. BMF made Meech's son the lead actor.
This is on 50's
no
page.
Acting experience. Now, if you know 50 Cent at all, you know you don't link up with his enemy. But here go Meech with one of 50's longtime ops, Rick Ross.
Good
They
smile.
cheesing, showing all their new teeth, having a good old time. You do not link with Rick
We love
Ross
hip-hop.
publicly if you down with 50 Cent.
Right.
Just to be safe, don't shop at Ross. Don't listen to Diana Ross. Don't watch Friends. They got a character named Ross. But 50 ain't like that. Start saying Big Meech is a rat and he can prove it and all of that. So then Lil Meech text 50 and 50 posted the text. He like, yo, man, 50, I thought we was good. I thought we was real friends in real life. We don't even fuck with Rick Ross. He just gave my pops a little bread until we shoot the next season of BNF. And 50 said, what next season, little nigga? This is who 50 Cent has been throughout his career. Irv Gotti just passed away, and that's what 50 posted. I was proud of him because he said, God bless him. I said, oh, 50's becoming a better person. I thought he was going to buy tickets to the funeral so his family couldn't come. I'm being careful what I say in this video.
Do you guys, and let's do a 50 Cent segment, okay?
Okay.
Are y'all okay with what 50 said about Irv Gotti also, with the smoking on the hookah? You know, even though he said God bless, like, I don't know if that helps. Like, you're smoking on a Irv Gotti pack so quickly, bro.
Just because I know 50 Cent's character, like, I'm just not surprised. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I'm not that. But actually, I don't know, because there's certain mans where, like, if they did pass away, I'm definitely smoking on their pack. I'm definitely smoking on the Burma pack. You know what I mean? So, like, I definitely understand it. And we already know who 50 Cent is. So, like, the fact that everyone's surprised, like, I don't know why everyone's surprised.
Oh yeah, I guess some people are just like, you at your big age is what the thing is, because the drill rappers have been doing this forever. But what we also have to remember is 50 birthed these drill rappers.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And the people that Irv was running with, you know, allegedly were responsible for getting him shot 9 times, bro.
Exactly.
So it's up forever, ever,
Literally.
bro. Like, I survived 9 shots to be here. Off you guys, people, Supreme, Kenneth Griff, and all those guys.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
the Supreme team.
Yeah,
that's who Irv was running with too, right? So, like, you're running with the guys who try to kill me, bro.
Yeah,
yeah. In terms of like smoking on deads or whatever, like, I feel like unless someone directly did something to you or your family, then like you should leave the dead out of it. But in this case, if there is a tie to like you're the reason I got shot, or you're part of the people who got me shot, then I feel like you're allowed to smoke on it. And plus, like, yo, hookah is lit, bro. I rate hookah. You know, 50 Cent is kind of like a sober guy. He don't really ball up or drink like that. So I support the hookah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. So I don't know. Do you guys agree with everything 50's doing, or has he gone too far?
And in regards to the Meech, I agree with that as well, because, like, bro, you already see the play we have going on here. Why can't you just tuck your tail for a few more months until we get everything going?
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of people don't even know what's happening behind the scenes with, like, Big Meech's life rights and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, just like a quick synopsis, he ended up giving his life rights to some shawty.
Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy, because, like, he got her to do, like, some third-party snitching.
Yes.
So because he's tied to that, and then he ended up like, okay, Big Meech ended up like snaking Tammy or something. They had a falling out. So Tammy linked with 50. And now 50 has the life rights for Big Meech. So he doesn't even need to do BMF anymore. He's like, that's how you're moving. Scrap BMF. We're just going to do a documentary about how you're at.
And I think she's going to speak too.
Yeah, she is. She's a part of it. Yeah, like it's...
Jeez.
This is all for the Ross picture though? Like 50, like... okay, I do understand where 50 is coming from. Like, you pissed me off. But, bro, how pissed do you have to be? You're just destroying the man now, bro.
I feel like it's more so a sense of like, okay, I don't have to do this BMF thing. I can make the same exact money by just pivoting, doing a documentary. I don't have to pay Lil Meech, Big Meech, none of these cast members.
Yeah.
And, like, I could probably even make more off this crazy exposing documentary type thing. So, like...
How much does he hate Ross? Like, how much do you gotta hate a man that, like, the man took a picture with the guy, he gave you some money. I understand, like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some money when we get back to production, but, like, obviously Meech ain't up like that he needs money from Ross.
I think it's more of a principle thing.
I get the
100%.
principle, but, like, bro, you guys have been dissing each other. I guess Ross cost him some money too. I keep on forgetting Ross sued him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, I just feel like 50 is the type of person where, like, he does like public hangings. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I need everybody to see what I just did to this guy, so you guys don't get any bright ideas.
Yeah.
But yo, I was just thinking that like, is 50 Cent undefeated when it comes to social media? Like, I'm trying to think of a time he's taken an L when it comes to social media exchanges.
I can't think of one, to be honest. Maybe with the whole Kanye versus 50 when they were like doing the sales thing.
Graduation versus
the sales thing.
That wasn't really social media though.
Yeah, that wasn't social
That was
media.
pre-Instagram, pre-everything. Plus,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it didn't seem like he really took any damage from that. He just lost.
Cameron versus 50. Like when Cameron had his viral moment, that was still so early social media, but not really. He won that battle.
It just seems like 50 always has control and final say over the overall narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not just social media. Like the battles too, with the exception of that sales battle with Kanye, he's won all of his battles. Anybody who's gone against Fat Joe, Khaled and them, like do you all remember he went to Khaled's mom's work?
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a bunch of goons standing around her while she was sleeping.
That's messed.
That is crazy.
Floyd, he
Floyd
violated
Mayweather.
Floyd's lack of
What about
reading.
Jadakiss? Did they go at it?
That might have been his most formidable
Opponent.
Yeah, formidable opponent is Jadakiss and the Locks.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and he says it, the only hard niggas come from Yonkers, right? Because like they're ready to take it there. Lyrically, they're just super proficient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are the only people that gave him some issues. But other than that, like, yo, he went crazy on Fat Joe for a while, bro. Like he made I remember the Sand on the Beach mixtape where it had Fat Joe coming out of the water on the beach, like with his no shirt on. And I was like, oh my God, 50, stop. Man.
I remember the Piggy Bank music video, the animated one. And like, Fat Joe and all his ops were in the video. And
yes,
stuff.
the Officer Ricky series when he was going against Rick Ross.
That was hilarious.
He's relentless when it comes to his enemies, bro. And nobody comes out on the other side a winner except for 50.
Yeah, he ended man's careers, literally.
He ended Ja's career crazy. And even when he went bankrupt and mans were clowning him, he got his money back and like he still won.
Yeah.
I don't think 50's taken an L.
Undefeated.
Dang.
Think about how long he's been around. He's been around since like 05, bro. He hasn't taken an L in 20 years.
Yeah, and even when like they try to kick him out the music industry, he pivoted very nicely.
Bro, he's one of the biggest TV producers right now, man.
Crazy.
He owns stars pretty much.
How about with Chelsea Handler? I'm joking.
W.
Yeah, that was a W. That was not a
No,
L.
because even with the not, you know.
Oh, what? There's a post of them right there. That's
no,
crazy.
but fam, because all his exes, they're all like pining for him still. Like Vivica Fox, they're like, she's like, reminiscing.
Even I think it was what's the name? Not Melanie. There's like some shotty. Okay, who's that girl that's dating Jonathan Majors now?
Oh,
Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Okay, yeah. So she was talking about how she dated 50, but it was on the low.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want it out there or whatever. But she said how like he didn't trick on her, none of that. But he was her best boyfriend because he still made her feel like a real woman, all this next shit. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of boss that you didn't have to spend bare bread, and she's still talking about you like you were the top boss.
And that's Megan
50.
Facts.
This guy 50's just W's all around. Wow.
I wonder if we'll ever see him like challenged in that way on a social media where he's getting violated and his responses aren't sufficient.
His record is clean though right now because the shit that he goes at people for, like a Puff or somebody, he has to have a clean closet to be going at these guys for like when Jay-Z got his case.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, his closet has to be so clean for him to be like, yo, all you guys, ha 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 ha, wasn't at that party. Because, you know, the internet will internet. They'll go search, they'll go dig and find something, and nobody's found anything yet. The most they've ever been able to say about 50 is the rat shit with Ja Rule and them.
Yeah.
They said he was a cop caller.
And I'll say the only thing the internet clowns 54 is when he lost all that weight for that movie and then the movie flopped.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they clowned him for.
Not even like a super L though. He probably got paid.
Yeah,
like
no,
it shows
definitely.
dedication.
This wasn't his most successful venture.
Yeah, literally.
Well, salute to 50, man. I was looking to see if anybody wants to chastise him for this, but hey, I guess not.
We're not trying to be next on his list.
I know, right?
I don't want to wake up and see my face on 50 Cent's profile grid.
I know.
Let's try to have the goons surround your dukes, eh?
Definitely not, bro.
I want to see if I can find that video and cut it in. But
I just want to tell you what the psychic told me. I know where your mama house at. Now look, you can see. But I just want to tell you what the psychic told me. I know where your mama work at. Now look at sleep.
That was crazy.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Lil Wayne. Can we talk about Wayne for a second? He made an announcement the other day, like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be at the Super Bowl, but I got a big announcement." And then the announcement was, "I got an album dropping in June."
Yeah.
Carter 6. And now he jumped on the A.W.O.L remix. All right? What's up with your boy, man?
You hop on it, eh?
Yeah. He didn't even know him.
Right. It's nothing that just going there like boss brother I knew nothing about that till I was approached with the feat shit. I'm like, oh shit, and I start seeing everybody. But so basically, I never got that little whatever effect. But I do watch a lot of sports television, and they were making a bunch of references to it that I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And so I was able to put two and two together afterwards. Like, okay, this what they. What the hell they was on TV talking about for a good week. On all the shows I watched, everybody in there, whoa. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we telling? I'm missing the joke. But I didn't listen about it, so.
So, yeah.
Yo, Wayne just never knows what's going on.
I think that's cap, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm like, in 2025, I'm going to be telling the truth, bro. He's gotten away with that bullshit for years. Oh, what's the Kodak Black? Oh, I don't know this. Bro, you know, bro. You got a freaking phone.
Yo.
Does he though? Like, I feel like he just wakes up, like he balls up, he goes on his skateboard, and like he just like does whatever his like he has like a schedule. Like he has a schedule. I don't feel like he wakes up, he checks his phone, and he goes on like Twitter and stuff.
Sounds good. You know, it sounds good. You know why I don't believe him? Because it sounds good that I'm completely obtuse and ignorant to shit when shit comes down the pipeline now. Be like, I didn't even know that was happening.
Yo,
what?
One of the comments here says he act like being unaware of stuff is a cool thing. LOL, like, bruh, it's okay.
And that too, man. Even if it's not cap, like, bro, it's not a stunt to be ignorant.
No, facts.
Sometimes it is, bro. Sometimes around certain people, like, it's cooler not to know about stuff. I don't know.
You're in the music industry.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm in my own world. Yeah, I'm no way. You know? Like, I just feel like he makes random noises. Like, he wakes up, like he said, he balls up, he gets on the screen, he's like,
yeah.
I truly feel like he doesn't know anything unless someone tells him about it. Whereas, like, and that's why I feel like he kind of got cheesed at Kendrick when Kendrick, like, mentioned him on GNX. Because I feel like someone told him about it, he didn't go to listen to it. And, like, it's like, oh, Kendrick dissed you. And then Wayne got cheesed instead of like going to listen to it and see what Kendrick actually said.
Yeah.
But yo, everyone has social media, bro. Like, you're telling me Lil Wayne doesn't go on his IG and
He's
see.
a gajillionaire, bro. Somebody got him a plan, bro.
No, but enough of these.
So what does this guy do? Like in the morning, like he just wakes up and goes,
you're telling me his phone is just wiped? It's just the phone book app so that you can find people's phone number, their contacts, and then just how to make calls. That's it. There's no apps.
Not even notes because he doesn't write his bars.
Yeah. Come on, fam.
I feel like if I'm at a certain level where I'm rich, like I don't really have to be on my phone where man's just talking shit about me all day. You know what I mean? I feel like it's much easier to kind of like be off your phone. We have to be on our phones because like if we don't, like we're missing out on
we're in media.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like they have people that literally handle all their social media. They handle everything for them.
Yes, but when things are happening, let's even like give Wayne the benefit of the doubt, okay? You're telling me that none of his people come around and say, Wayne, look, this is happening right now.
I feel like Lil Wayne wakes up, you know those like finger skateboards? Where they go like that? I feel like he'd be doing that. Like I really feel like he's in his own world. Like
just on the table all morning, just doing that for 10 hours.
Like, Mr. Wayne, Mr. Carter, something happens, like 1 sec.
Because like how do they prioritize what to let him know? Like what? Oh yo, one of the Ball brothers who didn't make it in the NBA just dropped a random viral song. Like I feel like why would they tell him about that?
Yes, he wants you on the song. Do you know who he is?
Well, like now they would tell him, but I feel like before they reached out for the feature, like I don't think they would just let him know about this song.
Yeah.
Nah, they got to be like, someone wants to pay you $250,000 for a verse. Like, yeah, shit, then do my way.
This is how I know it's cap. Because he wouldn't be this bothered about the Super Bowl. He knows about shit. He don't know about shit until he knows about shit. Oh man, this guy Kendrick's doing the Super Bowl. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna be mean. I thought your head was in the cloud, bro. I thought you didn't know anything that was going on. You know when the Super Bowl date is. You know who's performing at it.
That's because it's in New Orleans.
Anything happening in New Orleans, I know about.
I know what's happening in New Orleans.
Right?
But I do see what you mean. Like, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that like he's just capping.
Selective ignorance, bro.
But it's just like, maybe he does think it's cool. Like, oh, I don't know about shit. I'm just in my own world.
Yeah.
But I do think once you reach a certain level of success, you're probably more present in your own world. You're probably a little more detached from the media circuit. Like, he probably is overstimulated by information. Just, he knows so many people. His phone probably goes crazy every day. His notifications are probably crazy. So he's like, nah, I'm going to just play with this finger skateboard.
Hold on. I hear what you're saying. But as opposed to who else in the music industry, like, bro, there's people even more popular than Wayne who have, their phones are doing the same thing and all that.
Do you think Eminem is tapped into the social media zeitgeist?
Not maybe the whole thing like that, but he knows who's the next up-and-coming rapper. He draws for them. He signs guys. Like, Wayne is signing guys too, so somebody's tapping him into something. Remember, he just jumped off the stage the other day for some guy that people didn't know. He was mad that they didn't know his new artist. How did you find that new artist?
But I feel like
someone told him.
Yeah, someone told him about it. And like,
look at this guy. Okay, sign him.
And because he's not tapped in, he probably just listened to his boy, like, oh yeah, this is the new guy. So that's why he got cheesed when no one knew his new artist.
So it's Mac Main's fault.
and I hate to bring it back to Drake, but I also feel like that's why Drake was like thinking all these things were bots, because I don't feel like Drake was super tapped into the zeitgeist to see how much reaction Not Like Us was getting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the real spins it was getting.
I feel like a lot of these artists aren't super tapped into like social media like that, you know?
It's just hard to believe, especially with Drake, who's tapped into everything. Like the man follows everything that happens on Instagram,
that is true.
Facebook. You know what I'm saying? The man's probably looking up tweets and shit like that. He has the bandwidth to do that at his level of fame. You're telling me that Wayne, even though Wayne is considerably famous, doesn't have the bandwidth to pay attention to what's going on?
But how much drugs is Wayne doing at this point? Because like
he's supposed to be clean.
Because when I do shrooms, my phone does not get checked for the whole day, bro. So, like, I don't know what a phone is, dog.
Yo, I do think it's also a matter of eras, because Drake came up in that early MySpace.
Yes.
Like, there was early social media and there was a savviness to it that Drake developed. Whereas I feel like Lil Wayne was completely pre-social media. Drake was, in a sense, like us at one point where like you're trying to get your social media popping.
Yeah.
Until you reach a certain point, and now it's just automated. But
we also remember Wayne's like 42, right?
Yeah, that's it?
Maybe like 41.
Oh yeah, because he did get in the game super young.
He came in like he was like 13, bro. So it's not like we're talking about some old man that needs to learn how to use the VCR or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne is still a young man, bro. I get it. He's 41. He doesn't know how to use the phone. He's not tapped in at 41. Get out of here, bro. He's lying.
Bro,
you're lying, Wayne.
You don't think he's damaged his motor skills?
Yes.
I feel like that has something to do with
and
it.
crackheads know how to use phones.
I feel like because he got in the industry so young, like he didn't really get the opportunity to grow and mature and stuff. So I feel like he's just, I don't want to say a big kid, but in the sense of like,
say it, man. he has a
grown teenage.
It's Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
Watch how you speak on my day.
He's still 15 right now. He's still wobbly.
Exactly.
And I feel like because he came up early as well, like they always had designated people to handle that stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas like Drake or all these newer artists, they kind of had to do it themselves for a little bit before they had a team. Whereas Lil Wayne, it was always like there's a media guy. He handles my stuff. I don't even look at it.
My publicist handles this. My manager does this.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even know when his manager's screwing him because he's just, Luke, he's out in space. Like, I hate that narrative, man. It's annoying after a while. Like, just to finish this, it's annoying because it's like when trouble happens, then you could just be like, I didn't know that. I didn't even use my phone. Like, what do you mean you got me on charges for this? Like, bro, like, you're not dumb, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think he's faking the ignorance?
Yes. And rightfully so, fam. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because for times like when something does happen, you'll be like, I didn't know. Right?
Oh, they're dissing Drake. I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah, not like us. That's a song.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't pay attention to that.
Right? So now if he does jump on stage with Kendrick, he'd be like, oh, they had beef? Like, shut up, Wayne, man. Respectfully, because I love Wayne, but like I don't like when people fake it, man.
Are you looking forward to the new album?
No. I'm sorry. I love Wayne for the times that I loved when he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
But Carter 5 was cool. I didn't go back to it a bunch of times. There was songs that I still like on it.
Yeah.
Right? But like, this new shit, man.
I guess Wayne's last big hit was what the
one was
Where the Love Go.
That's Carter 5.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'll check for it. I'll still listen to it because he still is Wayne.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But salute to Lil Wayne, man. I don't even though this segment didn't sound like a salute to him, but salute to him. Okay.
That's why you be getting in trouble.
I know. I don't know, man. Maybe the truth that comes out of my mouth is just offensive.
I have that syndrome as well.
Well, especially
Truth
5%ers. They don't like.
No, because I don't be making shit up. Like my takes are not like, oh, let me make some shit up to go viral. This is how I feel. And then people are like, well, how could you? And I'm like, well, you didn't think that way too?
No, exactly.
Like, sorry. Like, if I'm willing to say what you might have been thinking you're too pussy to say, like, sorry.
Yo, in a way, like, do you ever feel like you've turned heel when it comes to the media scene in Toronto? Like, you're kind of, in a sense, the heel, the bad guy, but that's what gets engagement in a sense.
Unfortunately, yes. But I say unfortunately because of the fact that, like, I'm not trying. Like, I feel like the heels in wrestling, because wrestling is predetermined and all that.
Yeah.
Like, the guy knows he's going to be turning heel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he makes that intentional move to be like, I was a good guy and now, ha, ha, ha. No, I feel like I'm trying to be a good guy and then people turn me into a heel off of what I said. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to be the good guy. I'm trying to be Hulk Hogan before the Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of like the Drake line. Good intentions, bad decisions, or bad decisions, good intentions.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, who would your WWE equivalent be? Maybe like early Randy Orton before he, like, when he had hair. Because then he eventually, like, embraced his heelness.
The heelness.
But at first it was just like, everyone was just like, yo, like, forget this guy or whatever. Even like an Edge.
I'm not a
down
heel,
below.
man. I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the heroes.
Jeez.
But yeah, something that's probably going to get us into more shit here.
Oh.
Moula first versus Twy. Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabba with a variety of different Grabba flavors and dispensers. They got red rose Grabba, that red herring Grabba, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabba, and use the code welovehiphop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabba. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer.
Oh my goodness.
We're about to go down the pipeline here.
Oh no.
So Moula first has been going through a few issues. Okay. How do I approach this? Okay. I did a piece the other day on how can Moula first bounce back because he's been having some underlying issues that's been happening for months now. Okay. I didn't expose all of the issues in that piece. I just said, okay, he was dealing with some shit, legal stuff, and he's been under a deficit. Now, and I don't know if Twy released these, but Twy has a song that's out.
Yes.
And Reddit, if you go on Reddit, on the Torontology, they put out a bunch of pictures and stuff of Moula first from an altercation that he had in the downtown area. So this is the video of him. And is there more stuff? I think there's like 5 pages of stuff. It's bad, bro. There's pictures of him mashed up. They're putting the rat word on him, saying that here it is over here. Right, he was saying, there's video or pictures of him not fully clothed, going down staircases and stuff.
Nah, if you're catching my boxers, I'm ratting, bro. I'm not going out like that.
But that's
you're not a
as
gangster
civilian.
rapper, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Right. So, I don't know how to approach this, gang.
This is interesting. I mean, obviously you have a relationship with Moula, so you know you want the best for him.
Yeah, but I also have a relationship with Twy too.
Yeah, you had an old interview with him like 6 years
I had
ago.
multiple interviews with Twy when his mother was running for mayor the other day when there was the mayoral race. I went over there, did some production for them.
His mom's running for mayor?
His mom was running for mayor not too long ago, bro. I went and filmed one of her speeches and stuff like that, and like I've met his whole family, bro.
And he's a gangster rapper?
Yes.
That's a crazy dichotomy.
Man's be catching charges and stuff like that, bro. He just came home.
Wow.
From besides the Moula stuff.
Okay. So he's saying that Moula snitched on him?
Yes, this is what he's allegedly saying in his I guess not complaint, because that would be another police thing, right? But he's been trying to expose that what the issue was, that Moula was at, I guess, his family member's crib or whatever. There was an altercation that happened between Moula and his family member, and they came back to go get him. They mashed him up, and then they're saying that he went to the police.
Okay, based off what I heard, like where the altercation stemmed from, I would say like everything is justified. I don't want to say that Moula was kind of asking for it, but like the actions that he did led to certain consequences.
Yeah, there's an allegation that he put hands on the girl.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
like,
let's just, no, because the internet's already exposing all of this stuff, right?
And the girl being, I believe, Twy's sister.
Yeah, that don't help.
Allegedly. You know? So, like we were saying.
If anyone puts hands on my sister, it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
And it's almost, in a way, like, if Twy had gone to authorities about this, it would have been worse. Like, he just handled matters in his own hands. This came out about 8 or 9 months ago, like April of last year. Like, we kind of been knowing about this.
No, we've been knowing about it. Yeah. This is how much we have not talked about it.
We didn't talk about it, but, you know, when Moula was allegedly stabbed in his hand and he had his hand wrapped up.
I saw the video early.
Yeah. And there was that video or that picture of, you know, them entering the home, Moula in his boxers trying to cover the camera. You see a pizza box in the back.
Oof.
So it gets sticky. And then at the same time, what I think happened, and this is all alleged, is he went to the hospital, right, to like check on his wounds.
Yeah.
They take pictures, and I think there is some type of legal process where it's immediately followed up by like you getting care. There's a police there.
Of course.
And if they have access to the cameras and all this other stuff, do you even have to say too much for them to have a case? Or
Not
do you have to
necessarily.
cooperate?
You don't have to cooperate for them to be able to put a case together. When like a shooting or a stabbing victim or something comes into the hospital, they're going to be like, somebody did it to you. And if you're not willing to say something, then we'll find out on our own.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right? So, you know, I don't know. I haven't seen any paperwork saying that he's, you know, that he did a complaint against them. But I'll say this, and this is not in any defense of Moula, but I'll say this in a general sense with a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys have some little ratting things on them too, bro. Moula wouldn't be the first Toronto rapper to have, let's say he does have some paperwork, he wouldn't be the first one. He'd probably be the 5th of y'all favorite Toronto rappers who has some paperwork on him.
And a lot of mans do crimes, but they do it in such bad ways where like when they get caught, oh, someone snitched on me, nobody snitched on you, bro. You're just in the most populated area with beer cameras.
Yeah,
they tracked you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So even if, like, I don't know, because I don't know for sure, even if he didn't say anything to the police, they would have caught those guys anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the Toronto police aren't stupid. Like, they probably know different, like, people of interest. So
they know
probably
all the
seen
rappers.
him and they're like, okay, this guy, he's a rapper. We know exactly who this is. We can just take him down with this. I think this comes at an interesting time because Moula was starting to reemerge into the Toronto spotlight. He dropped the Book of Moo song. He has the fragrance, the cologne, as he calls it, the cologne 6S. And there is something bad mind about the timing of all this. However, Twy alleged that he did, or his bro did 7 months as a result of Moula's cooperation with the police. So my question to you is, do you feel like this can ruin Moula's credibility as a gangster rapper, as a rapper, if he was cooperating with police on this matter?
As a gangster rapper, yes. For his fan base that he's accumulated over the years, I don't think so. I think Moula has like the people who are fans of Moula, and I see them in the comments. They're loyal fans. You know what I'm saying? I think they're even willing to look past that shit.
I agree.
That's what I've been seeing too. A lot of the narratives are, honestly, things happen. He was dealing with the BMs. He was dealing with the sisters. Like, just take the L and keep going.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying, oh, he's a victim. He's a rat. And that's more the narrative that I feel like could affect him as opposed to the actual events that happen.
Like, look at this, right? And it will affect him if he lets it. Because look what happened to K-Money. And let me play a little bit of this just so we can put some respect on his name. Remind me about the K-Money aspect because it's very important. I'll play a little bit of this. Though.
Trust me, you're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay?
Are you?
Absolutely.
You're going to get arrested for this?
Arrested for doing what? Just like a pimple on the left.
We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
At your door.
6, we in the 6 with the blicks. 7, 8 can turn around, it's too late. 9, 10, never go to sleep again. Lil' bro on his ass, made that nigga tweak again.
We love hip hop.
First put me in jail, can you believe that? 1, 2, I ain't gonna do that again. If I see her, I put him in the back of the van. Alright, Kelly, I believe he can fly. How the hell is he a killer if he testified? Lil' Jim's a bitch, I left that little nigga petrified. Yeah.
We love hip hop.
Some Little Miss Muppet bars.
The bars are not all that great, man. Listen, respectfully to Twy, like Twy can do better than that, man.
I like the second part though. The second part sounded better.
No, there's 6 minutes in this song.
Oh, is there?
There's bare bars dissing. Casper came money. He called out his pops. Like,
damn,
it was a tirade. Like and it's interesting because this is technically a good rollout.
Yes.
Like, you have someone release this surveillance footage of Moula getting violated. Now you drop a Moula diss track called Final Boss, an obvious reference to one of his phrases.
Yeah.
So I think from like a social media perspective for Twy, this might have been a good move. I just want to know how it's going to affect Moula first going forward, because I do believe he's one of our more prominent underground Toronto rappers, you know?
Yeah. Well, it brings me back to what I was saying about K-Money. Look what happened with K-Money a few months ago with the Top 5 and Top 5 was the one when the most loudest heard Toronto rappers trying to expose him for some kind of paperwork. He's been quiet since. The only time he said anything is when he went on a rant against Top 5.
Yeah.
He hasn't dropped a tune, dog. And he's previewed like, I have tunes on the way and never dropped them, bro.
Why? Do you feel like he's afraid of the backlash? Do you feel like he still gets called out for that?
Yes. And he didn't do what he needed to do to just try to turn it around.
Yeah.
Moula, if he looks at K-Money as an example and then tries to just say, let me just work through it. I'll keep on dropping music through it. He'll be fine. Because the fan base these days are not as the same as my generation. Like, oh, you snitched on somebody, you're exiled from hip hop. Like 6ix9ine had a career. Gunna still have a great career.
Yeah.
So these young bucks don't care about that shit no more. The hood does and da-da-da-da-da, but in the grand scheme of things, your fans don't care.
So would you argue that Moula's now in a position where it's sink or swim? This could either ruin everything you've built, or you can use it almost as a stepping stone and continue your ascent.
Swim. Just, they're calling you a rat. Just keep on dropping, bro.
Man said just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming, fam. Because if you stop, then you're going to end up in a position like K-Money where it's like, when is he going to drop again? What, the Top 5 destroy his career? Like, you don't want anybody to even be able to question that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sticky situation.
Like, look at Drake. They're calling him a PDF and the man dropped all the way through, bro. He dropped the whole 100 gigs.
Yeah.
If he just fell back, like people were trying to say for him to do, that might have stuck.
But do you feel like Drake's subsequent releases after Not Like Us have helped him? Like, he dropped Wagwan Delilah. Like, he has Circadian Rhythm and like...
Circadian Rhythm is hard, though.
Yeah, I like Circadian Rhythm.
Wagwan Delilah, not so much. But like, tucking your tail and hiding doesn't seem to work in these days and times. Especially like when people are like, what have you done for me lately?
Mm-hmm.
If you just disappear as a rapper, especially a rapper who hasn't made it yet, like, you're done, fam.
Yeah, I do think with Drake, the Sexy Red song kind of kept him relevant because people are like, okay, you can still give us something that we can run with.
Yes.
So Moula, you think Moula just has to drop a
Keep
banger?
dropping, bro.
How does he acknowledge this diss track? Does he respond? Does he ignore it?
I don't know, man. I was supposed to be talking to him soon. So I don't know. I'm going to obviously ask him about it in the interview if I do talk to him. So that's one way.
I wonder if you're going to get a straight up answer for him. He's like, they want to see me fail.
Well, that's the thing.
Those, you know, like,
it depends on what kind of answer we get. Like these days and like in these touchy situations, it shows like how you handle the PR. If you look at what Act the other day, he came, the first thing he did is not take accountability and everybody's ready to bury him.
Yeah.
So the way that you approach it in an interview, your music, all that, is very important for how you come back now.
So if you're Moula, or if either of us are Moula, like, how are you going to respond? Are you going to kind of play into your character and kind of sidestep the question and do more of like your character antics? Or are you going to be like, look, honestly, I was with his sister, something happened. And, you know, like, or are you going to be like, I'll never fall?
The Moula, what do you think? Because I feel like the Moula thing to do would be just to scream it off.
Literally.
Like, yeah.
Right?
But I feel like he could troll it off in the sense of like, yeah, they took my finger, but I'm gonna take their whatever type thing. You know what I mean? Like,
never even heard of this guy.
But
y'all never got caught slipping in your boxers. You're not a guy. Type thing like that.
When you're a guy, people want to catch you slipping.
And type shit. And that could work.
That could work.
Even when they caught me slipping, I'm still here.
Type thing. You know what I mean?
I think he has to
that
do that.
can work. That can work. But I just feel like you still have to address it directly for the fans to be like, all right, I can respect that answer.
Yeah, I feel like if he does another track, like how he did like the OVO mentions in the last track, if he comes again like that, then I feel like he could change the narrative a little bit.
I'm just thinking now, just the timing of that, because that was like last week we were like, whoa, you're dissing OVO, but like, bro, you got all this thing underneath the carpet that's coming up, bro.
Yeah.
So was that a diversion from what's happening now?
I'm sure it was always in the back of his mind. Perhaps this is an ongoing case and his lawyers are dealing with it. I'm not sure. Twy, right?
Twy, yeah.
I accidentally called him to you. My bad. So Twy alleged that Moula testified. So if the public were to find out, like if there was an image of a painted Moula first, like you know how they be painting in the courtroom,
the courtroom,
and it's him on the stand.
Then it's over. It's over. It's over.
You think it's over at that point?
It's a wrap.
You don't think he can still be
not-
like a character, like a legacy act in a sense?
He's not established enough to like beat the allegations, you know? Like,
He's not gonna to be able to say, all right, like Gunna and those guys, they already made it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like I'm just gonna focus on my commercial fans from now on.
Yeah. That's a tough one, man. Listen, man, we'll see. I'll stand on the fact that like Moula is not the only one, but that doesn't really matter in this situation right now. We ain't talking about these other guys. We're talking about you.
But who else?
No. I'm trying to stay out of trouble in this episode here. But
they're
they're in my phone.
So there are prominent Toronto
Wow.
rappers right now in the underground that have ratted.
I know about 3-4 of them.
Wow.
And people still listen to their music.
Yes.
So then is the streets just fake at that point? Like not in that sense, not in like the real life sense, but in terms of the value that we put on adhering to the street code. If rappers are able to do those things and get away with it, then how legitimate is even that claim to
The streets are a myth.
Yeah. In fact, streets are myths. Streets are done.
Yeah. A lot of these rappers are liars. They're professional liars. So a lot of rappers are lying about being as tough as they are. A lot of them will go tell.
Well, I have to see paperwork.
Yeah. I have paperwork of artists. Not Moula. Other artists. This is why I'm saying, like, yes, we could dogpile on Moula, but he wouldn't be the only one. You ain't gonna get who else the other ones are from me. I've said it in the past, and you know, if people want to go do their research, I've said it in the past, and it got outed on the academic stream. Put it that way.
Wow.
Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't saying shit no more.
So all the Reddit detectives and Twitter sleuths,
go do your work, man. You can go find it. The streams
Crime in
are up.
Canada, do your research. Crime in Canada will find it, eh?
If they're still around, I don't know, man. You know, sidetrack, no sidetrack. They tried to bury me again with some stupid post. Post got taken down, bro.
Idiotic.
Lao Friday.
You know, I could eat a dick, bro.
You're not popping if you don't have haters, you know?
Yeah. Obsessed ones. But listen, salute to both parties. Hold your head to Twy and hold your head to Moula first. I know people, listen, even with Twy, people have said, yo, he's got some shit on him too.
Oh, for real?
Yes, nobody's clean, bro.
But I do see Twy making an active effort to reestablish himself in the Toronto underground. I feel like right now there's kind of an opening.
The Toronto music scene is dead right now, bro.
You think so? I feel like we have like at least 5 artists that we can look forward to.
Yeah, but 5? You know how many rappers are in the city, bro? We're in a big city.
5 out of 10K?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. So.
Fam, at one point in time in 2019, 5 was bro, that was just the
week.
Rookies.
Yeah.
That week. Yeah. Like we had bare guys dropping tunes, bro.
People were dropping more often back then, interestingly enough. Like I felt like every week there was a few Toronto anthems.
Yeah. No, man, the music scene has been desperate the last year and change. But yeah, man, hold your head to both parties, man. Like hopefully you guys, well, they're not going to work it out, but we'll be back with more reports, man. Ye. The boy Ye. He's been crashing out.
The GOAT.
Yeah, he's kind of the GOAT.
The GOAT, man.
He's kind of the GOAT. I ain't going to be, I can't, listen, I know that Ye's doing this for attention.
Yeah.
But then I also can say 2 things can be true. He's doing it for attention and he has a bigger mission.
Doesn't he have an album coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Bullies.
I do feel like he is crashing out, but just from his perspective, yo, y'all banned my bank account. Y'all tried to get me out of here. Y'all tried to literally, like, virtually kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I made it back to billionaire status with no help from none of you guys type thing, you know? So, like, some of his tweets are super left field. But when he says things like, oh, I'm trying to normalize H, man, the way how they normalize killing N-words.
Yeah.
That tweet is so profound to me only because, like, a lot of mans, they're not really gonna see that dichotomy or see that juxtaposition where it's like, how come it's anti-Semitic if you say this, but like we could go on drills and spin and smoke this and all this next stuff.
And that's not anti-black.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn, he's talking about domestic violence.
These are all recent tweets that you're looking at right now.
Jared Carmichael is funnier than Dave Chappelle. I miss you, family. And I'm sorry if I ever said any gay jokes in front of you, not knowing you was gay. You are one of the most brilliant people. And yes, I said I miss you, knowing people will try to flip that.
That's funny. And he said, let's normalize bringing back the F word, the other one that rhymes maggots.
Yeah.
He
I feel like he's like, a lot of people don't understand when he's trolling and stuff. Like,
yeah. But like, these are all from like an hour ago, and this is Saturday when we're filming this in the afternoon. He's been tweeting for 48 hours, bro.
Yeah, nonstop.
This is crazy. This is on an automatic machine or something like that? Like, how is he doing the tweets?
I literally think it's him on the phone, bro.
So he hasn't slept for 48 hours because when people first started reporting on it, like today, Saturday, all of the people who are reporting on it right now is from 24 hours ago. We're looking at these tweets right now.
It's a stream of consciousness.
I was
a
just
long one. Like, bro, you've been up for 2 days tweeting now, bro. This is crazy.
They killed Michael Jordan's dad on Father's Day. They killed my mom after graduation. Some random number texted my wife saying they knew where my daughter lived. So for my last 24 hours of expressing my truth, people are threatening me to kill my children to silence me. Oh, man.
Wow.
Whoa. And the thing that he said about the cancellations and stuff like that, about how they canceled him, what are you going to do? Take my record deal, take my sneaker deal and all that? Like, now that he's back up, because remember, he lost his billions.
Yeah.
He also won the case with Adidas. So he got mad of his money back.
Yeah.
Which brought him back up to like 2-3 billion.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to talk his shit again. Because like,
exactly. What are you going to do to me? Yeah, what are you going to do to me?
Yeah. And what can they do to him? Really and truly.
And like, although it is like super, like I said, super left field, this is a big crash out.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the energy of like rage against the machine, go against the system type thing, you know? Like,
yeah. Do you think that he can be canceled anymore? Because last time we saw his cancellation, like they made it like, look at this T-shirt, man.
He's uncancelable, bro. Like
that is crazy.
Yo, he's going off.
Is that the actual swastika or is that the original Hindu symbol?
I wanted to make this T-shirt for years. My greatest performance art piece this far.
HH-01.
Look, I was abused by Jews, specifically Jamie Dimon. Froze my accounts. Ari Emanuel wrote letters to get my deals dropped. Ben Shapiro is currently connecting death to my name. The Jews are still positioned between me and my audience.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro was saying some stuff on the Daily Wire the other day. Like, you know, he was being cool. Like, oh, Kanye, you know, he kind of redeemed himself. And then he was like, I don't know, man. When people say certain things like that, like, things can happen. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of insinuating, but not insinuating. Because Kanye's like, yo, the only thing that you can do to me now is murk me.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this one. You know who hates black people the most? Black people.
Wow.
He ain't lying though.
Yeah.
Because everyone, okay, let's talk about some of these tweets. Because on face value, it looks crazy.
Yes.
But like, okay, the Black Dollar spends the least amount of time in its own community, bro. Is that not self-hatred?
Yeah.
Mans are spending on other like black men, you know what I mean? Like I've never ever heard, oh, I'm about to spin on the government for displacing my family. You know what I mean? Like
that means slavery is still a choice.
Yeezy does not hire fat or ugly people.
W-Mans. W-Mans.
Yo, he went on a fat girl rant. On some of the ones from 24 hours ago or whatever.
That was hilarious though. that was hilarious.
He
bro.
went crazy.
Like he's like, what did he say about fat woke women? He said the worst thing in the world is a fat woke woman. I never want them around me or something like that. I'm just like,
what about the Sean John shit? He said he has a new Sean John line. He said y'all are crucifying Diddy. And it's like,
well, I was watching Ye's interview with Justin the Boy, and he said like he goes through these manic episodes where like the more people tell him not to do something, the more he wants to dig in and stuff. So like, I feel like with the Diddy stuff, like at first it was saying, yo, just free Puff because like no one's really on his side.
Yeah.
And then everyone just went so against him. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm linking Puff's youth now. I'm about to.
Yeah, he went off.
Yeah,
he did link up with what was it, King Combs that he linked with?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, man?
I do think Kanye likes to test the waters to see how far he can go in terms of what he says.
Yeah.
So I think some of these things are just for shock value.
Yeah.
But all of them seem to come from some sort of like belief that he has or a thought or a stream of consciousness.
Because like when we look at the Puff situation, okay, yeah, we're doing the jokes and stuff. But like, what did he really do that crazy? The only proof of evidence we have is the Cassie video.
Yes.
And there's no trafficking, there's no nothing there.
And he's not on trial for that.
He's not even on trial for that.
Yeah.
So like we've been crucifying Diddy for like the past 365 days.
Baby oil, all type of shit. Yeah. Yeah. We're not giving, but there's nothing stuck yet.
Exactly.
He's only following one person, and that's Elon Musk. Okay, he's not even following his wife. He's only following Elon Musk.
On Instagram, he follows Puff and his wife.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is crazy.
So, listen, man, I don't think anything's going to happen to him. Like, as far as cancellation. You know, God forbid anything else. Like, as far as, like, people are worrying about happening, like, people murking him and stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as canceling him, he's come back from cancellation. There's
Multiple
nothing else you
times.
can do.
I mean,
like, every pivotal moment of his career was a cancellation.
Yeah.
George Bush, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And then
Slavery was a choice. Yeah. The red hat.
Yeah, the red hats. And then the DEFCON 3.
DEFCON 3, yeah.
And then now here we are again.
If he hasn't gotten canceled from the red hat, when we got to the red hat and we had all those other cancellations you just mentioned, most people would be out of here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're done with you.
99.9% of people will be out of here.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. And now he's saying things like, you're not catching him in situations. These are words that are coming out of his mouth or his fingers or whatever. So it's not like, oops, you caught me. Like, no, I'm saying this.
Yeah, like, I'm asking for the smoke.
Yes. So now I don't think he can be canceled, man. I'll say salute to Kanye, even though not a lot of people are going to be agreeing with that. There's going to be some leftists. Oh my God, I can't believe Psycho. Fantano, I'm sorry. I messed with you heavy, right?
But it's over for the lefts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even in Canada, like I feel like the whole liberal thing is kind of like, we've had 11 years of that. People kind of want to change.
Yeah.
Facts.
They're over the woke mob. I got one more story for us, but can y'all give me a quick second? I need to just
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more story for us. You know why there's so much pot shops that are popping up?
Why?
There's a lot though. There's like overwhelming amount.
Yes, but like quote unquote not legal ones, like how
Like Medicine Wheel.
Medicine Wheels,
Oh, really?
all those other ones, like not even just Medicine Wheels. There's other ones that are not Medicine Wheel that are not official shops.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was a task force that the city had put in place when the whole first boom happened with the whole dispensary boom.
Yeah.
That they lost funding for it. They stopped putting funding into.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so there's less bylaw officers around that?
Yes.
Wow.
This is why over the last, let's say, even 2 years, we've been seeing so much shops popping up. I found a news report from a few weeks ago.
It's a legal cannabis store in downtown Toronto. He says with the effort he puts in to comply with the law, the city not cracking down on his illegal competitors puts him at a disadvantage.
They're just helping the black market and hurting the legal guys.
The city halting its work to shut down illegal shops was brought up during budget discussions.
What I'm signaling is that I have no more money to do it.
Until 2021, the city received roughly $9 million from the province to bolster legalization efforts. The money going towards things like the cost of increased enforcement. The province didn't respond when CBC asked why the funding has been stopped. Grant says enforcement work can be dangerous and isn't suited for bylaw enforcement alone, who shut down shops only for them to reopen.
What I want to stress is that we are not the right level of enforcement to do this work. It should be police and OPP, and I can't tell the police what to do.
In a statement, Toronto police said they were not informed of the city's decision to stop enforcing bylaws around illegal cannabis stores, but are open to collaborate with the city. When asked about it in an unrelated press conference, Toronto Police Chief Myron
I know that
Dennehy
spot.
said,
I used to record
We're
there.
first and foremost focused on the greatest priorities that we have to deal with, which right now are shooting, violent events.
But this legal pot shop owner, who also used to be a Toronto police officer, says it's time for the service to step back in to even the playing field for those operating legally.
The only ones who are really profiting here are criminals and organized crime. Society is the big loser here. Society is losing out millions in tax revenue. Legitimate businesses are being threatened.
And for Shevsky, cracking down on illegal
All right, so y'all get the gist here.
Yeah.
They basically took the funding away from their task force, for their bylaw task force. So with that being gone, it's open season, man.
But liberals, this is what you wanted, right? Defund the police. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you defund the police. The criminals get paid.
Yeah.
You know, we could run rampant a little more. We have a little more leniency.
They can. Yeah, but I didn't realize that. I was just thinking to myself, I never really thought about it. I was just like, okay, there's just more shops popping up. Maybe they just loosened up a bit. No, they didn't.
And like when the legal dispensaries first came, like so many black market and like street dealers were losing money. So it's interesting to see the tables turning where like the black market is thriving now. And like, the legal mans who were kind of profiting off of these new laws are like taking it now.
Ain't nobody going to no damn Tokyo Smoke or any of the big ass places, bro. Especially now, you don't have to call the delivery guy to come just do it on the low.
Yeah.
Like you can go to a storefront, probably a couple doors down from Tokyo Smoke.
Exactly.
It might not be the quote unquote legal one, but it's there. Ain't nobody stopping it from being there.
And the prices are probably better.
They are better. Fam, we know this. We go to some of these spots, bro, and it's like, whoa, $3 grams and all type of shit. Like, go on.
But no one wants those Turtle Island grams, bro.
Now when you're desk, it becomes or sometimes like if you have enough for 2 grams, you can $10 will get you 3 grams of the desk. And
Come
you get
on, bro.
A gram of the good, and you just mix it all together, and then you got a bad headache.
Yo, they're giving like even like salute to cookies. Like I know the guys who have the cookie store over here.
Okay,
the stuff is great, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem is that they made the barrier of entry into the pot industry just so high.
Yeah.
Like you got to drop 6 figures for a license.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
Something
thought,
like 250,000 or 150,000 or something like that.
yeah, not to mention all the background checks, ensuring that,
Yeah.
you know, you pass all their criteria.
Yeah.
So I think because they made the barrier more difficult, but the actual business itself is not difficult in a sense. Like it sells itself. Like you could put a weed shop anywhere. People are just gonna walk in.
Yeah.
Obviously, location helps, right?
Yeah,
But eventually someone's gonna walk in. So I don't know. I feel like obviously it's unfair to those who drop the 6 figures to have a man next door. He might even get a $10,000 fine, but because his sales are so high, he could just eat that and then he's still operating. You know? So you have to have a level playing field, but perhaps they have to lower the barrier of entry and allow more people to open pot shops because clearly there's money in it.
Yeah. If at one point when the boom first happened, and I was seeing like one spot across the street from the next, they were both legal spots.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way all you guys are making money. For now, the quote unquote illegal spots to come down the same block now.
Exactly.
Now they killed both legal spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think particularly Cafe and Medicine Wheel are probably the ones that are the most competitive with the legal ones because they have the prices. Medicine Wheel sells like darts, like they sell like a lot, and they have the claim to like do like work on sovereign land.
Yes.
And they have that claim. So I feel like they might have an argument. They might be able to set precedent as to what can happen next with pot shops. But I think there's just too many in general. Like, bro, within my crib, there's like 3 within walking distance,
That's
bro.
crazy.
It's just like, why? It's almost like they want everyone to just buy Kush every day. Like,
I'm not mad at it though, because sometimes like when I'm in like a random spot and there's just like that one dispensary right there, I'm like, okay, thank God it's walking distance. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, we like turned into like a little Amsterdam over here, or like LA or something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And I think what's stopping legal pot shops from thriving is they don't sell tobacco. These illegal ones will have grabba and bogeys.
Yes.
You know, like
I just
that's
bought
where
a pack of bogeys.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where these guys are slipping. They should allow pot shops to also sell tobacco.
Yeah.
At least grabba, you know?
Well, listen, man, I wanted to just put you on to this, man, because I don't know if did you guys know until I just brought this up?
No, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know. I mean, I knew
know that.
just based on experience. Like, yo, remember there was that one spot on Kingston? It was 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down. These guys have like a different location, but it was 24 hours
Crazy.
illegal.
Yeah.
There's enough 24-hour weed spots downtown, bro.
And they're probably all illegal. I don't even think you can have a legally operating pot shop after 11 p.m.
I don't think so either. I think that's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do see anything open after 11,
it's illegal.
And it's crazy because I'll be on Apple Maps, this type dispensary open now, 3 a.m. And then it shows you like mans are on Google Maps and Apple Maps and stuff.
Yeah. It's not it's not hiding. It's not black the dark web or some shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
right
go on
there.
Google.
Yeah, exactly.
And
go on Weed Maps.
It just brings home the point that the Canadian government, the police, whatever, they don't have control over their citizens, over their population. Like you are letting other people. I thought you guys ran the country. Like, how are we beating you guys? Like, how are you not enforcing your own rules? Like,
no, we run the country.
Yeah, it seems
people.
like, bro. It seems like these crackheads have more power than these cops, bro. They're out here lowering property value.
Fam, between the shops and the crackheads like you just mentioned, and the tow truck guys and everybody's just doing whatever they want. The jewelry stores just smashing and grabbing. Everybody's just doing whatever they want in Canada. We have no laws right now.
The fraud
bro.
mans.
Yes, fam. You would feel like nobody's punishing us, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a criminal, and I'm not trying to encourage anything, but if you're a criminal in Canada right now, get your shit off until whoever else becomes in charge.
Polyvera comes in.
Yeah, literally.
Because right now it seems like open season. Everybody get your shit off. You might go to jail, come back home tomorrow. But it's a free for all right now.
Imagine catching bodies getting like 7-8 years. And
Yes.
stuff. I'm like, what the?
Yo, fam, if y'all American audience, if you see this and you're like, yo, what's going on up there? Like, it's Armageddon right now.
Yeah.
Bro.
Borderline anarchy.
Yeah, fam. We're making our own rules, bro. The what is it? The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah.
Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, salute to all the pot shop owners out there. Let me see if I can find some tunage for the road here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.